wonder 1 in 3 people in Obesity USA can't sleep. But who would want to, when the fast food restaurants are open all night, too? Welcome to the state of America. Welcome to Obesity USA. To learn more, go to visitobesity.org. That's visitobecity.org. Brought to you by the Pennington Biomedical Research Foundation.
And welcome back here to Boomer Fieldhouse. Jimmy McCourt, Matt, Untitled Chapter in the second quarter. Started. Blanchard leads after one over 16-10. Blanchard Lady Lions have been on attack from the jump. We'll start with possession here in the second quarter. It's inbounded to Reese Carpenter. Now over their right wing to Stormy Hayes. She bounce passes it to Carpenter. Now feed it inside. And they throw it, looks like bit out, but got tipped over there and knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay here with Blanchard. They're trying to get Addie Roberts there on the block. So underneath, it's going to be Stormy Hayes triggering. Got a substitution coming in. Reagan Fox coming back in for Carpenter. Matt, Fox just does not sit a lot. She's a girl that's going to sit for maybe a minute or two. Then she'll be back in. So Hayes triggering here, looking. Good defense on the baseline. They get it into Roberts. Roberts on the block. She's double teamed. Got to go up with the tough shot. That rolls off no good. Rebounded controlled by Jocelyn Priest, and she is fouled by Jaylee Shannon after she comes down with the board there. So that's Shannon's first foul. Team fourth now for Blanchard. Matt, we talked about this Boomer offense. It's been all Thesley Pfeiffer. She's got all 10 points there after one quarter. It's been impressive to watch. Porter, though, is back into the ball game. Has it. Gets over to Jocelyn Treese, right wing. Now top to Guy Hadigmeyer. Now Porter, left wing. Goes top to Key to Avery. So, I mean, it seems like Thesley's being aggressive, Matt, but it's been tough getting anybody else truly involved right now. Porter triggering on the inbounds here. She does get the Pfeiffer at the free throw line. Pump fake up and under for Pfeiffer. She puts it up. Shot no good. Gets her a rebound. Puts it back up. That's no good. But she's fouled there on the left block, and she'll go to the line for two. Thesley Pfeiffer, the second effort. Going to get Allie Lawson on that foul for Blanchard. First free throw for Pfeiffer. Bit short. Case of the dead legs, maybe, Matt. Just running around everywhere.
Getting tired from the 10 points.
Second free throw's up. That one is through. Yes, sir. Pfeiffer has 11 now. Boomers trail 18-11. Inbounded by Fox. She's going to give it to Hayes. Back to Fox now. Boomers with this full court pressure. Testing Blanchard. Hayes going to get across the timeline to Roberts. Roberts gets it back to Fox left wing. Now they go left corner to Lawson. Back up to Fox left wing. Right corner, Lauren Kaufman is open for a deep two. That one is a bit long, no good. Skying for the rebound is Avery Edwards. She's got it. The Boomers are going the other way here. They get up to Hagemeyer, but she, lost it off her hands right there, and that's going to be a turnover out of bounds. We talked about those crisp passes in the first quarter, Matt. Seems like it's still an issue here in the second quarter.
I felt like the pass was good on that one. Just the
control.
Catching, yeah.
Fair enough. Good point. Inbounded now to Reagan Fox. We've got an open backside alley Lawson. She bounce passes it. It's picked off, though, on the bounce pass by Jocelyn Treese. Pfeiffer up to Porter in transition. Porter takes up strong.
And one.
Yes, sir. Gets the and one off the right block. Gets it to go. Amazing Porter on the board. And she will go to the free throw line to try to complete the traditional three-point play. What chant was that, Matt? Did you catch that?
It was, she's going to hurt somebody. Get her out of here.
Oh, man. Free throw from Maisie Porter is up.
And it's good. 3 points.
Yeah, just barely tapped in there. It's good. She got three. Blanchard on the inbound here, leading 18-14. Second quarter, 6:10 to go. They'll break the press. Quick pass is up to Roberts now. Gets a floater up in the lane, no good. Follows her on rebound. Turns around from the block and gets that one to go off glass. Addie Roberts using that size, gets her first 2 points of the ballgame. 2014 now. Maisie Porter has it for the Boomers. Spin move top of the key. Back to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer pump fakes, gets cut off. Gives it to Douglas Fisher, who's in the ball game. Top of the key is Avery Edwards. She's going to try to drive. Loses the handle. Gets picked off. Stormy Hayes floats up to Lauren Kaufman. Kaufman off the right block in transition is good. And that's another 2 points for Lauren Kaufman. She's heated up now with 8. Maisie Porter has it across timeline. Boomers trail 22-14. 5.5 to go in this first half. Got Thesley Pfeiffer left wing now. She'll dribble it to the top of the key. Gets back to Douglas Fisher behind her. Fisher going to drive. Puts up a shot from the left block. That's a bit short. Fight for the rebound. Gets controlled by Fisher in the scrum. Back up to Maisie Porter, top of the key. She's double teamed now on the left wing. Has to dribble out of it. Now goes right wing to Edwards. Tries to dump it into Treese. It's picked off, though, by Eddie Roberts and handed to Regan Fox. Blanchard going the other way with possession. Fox picked up by Edwards. Now left wing to Carpenter, and they're going to say Carpenter travel. Took those extra steps. What do you think of the opportunities right now, Matt? Boomers, it seems like can't get a couple of them to go. Oh, we do have a timeout, so save that thought right there. We'll go ahead and take a quick break. It's Boomer Basketball on Z92.
I've been driving trucks for a long time. Safety is my number one priority. I know that my truck has blind spots. That's why I got smaller vehicles. Every road safe. Next time, spots. Let's all share the roads. Learn Gov.
And welcome back here to Boomer Fieldhouse. Jimmy Beck Court as we're right now between the Blanchard Lady Lions and the Boomers. Blanchard on top 22-14. 5:40 to go in the half. That's top with you here on the call. And Matt, talked about it there right before the break before we got cut off. But these opportunities, it seems like Woodward's get them. What they got to do to convert here?
Oh, well, Blanchard is like, they have consistent double teaming, which means that there's somebody open for our offense. Our girls just have to keep their head up and look for that open person.
Boomers with possession right now. Maisie Porter will flip it back to Thesley Pfeiffer top of the key. She tries to set a screen, and Pfeiffer double teamed, as you were talking about there. Priest now has it right wing. Gets up top of the key to Hagemeyer. They're trying to get some motion going here to break this press, or the zone, excuse me. Now Pfeiffer has it left high key. She's going to drive. She's going to take the shot. They're going to say there's a foul on the floor. Shot was no good. But Thesley Pfeiffer going to the line for a 1-on-1 as the foul was on Blanchard, and Boomers are in the bonus. It's going to be Reese Carpenter on the foul, her second, team 8th.
At this point, Blanchard has more fouls than the Boomers.
Which is crazy because remember, it was 6-1 to start.
Yeah.
Boomers had 6
First
fouls
quarter.
to start. So, yeah, good job by the Boomers to stay further out of foul trouble. Front end of the 1-on-1,
And it's
rattles
made.
around. And that is good for Thesley Pfeiffer. You can tell, we talked about there on the last set of free throws, maybe some dead legs. She's carrying the load. She's got 12 of the 15 right now for the Boomers. Pfeiffer, a couple dribbles, dips, shoots, and that one around the world and in. Just rims in. She'll make both. Now Boomers get their press set up here. It's Jaylee Shannon. She's going to float up to Stormy Hayes there for the scorer's table. Left corner now, Lauren Kaufman has it. Now left wing, Shannon almost picked off, gets up to Fox, top of the key. Fox turns it over there, got cut off by Hagemeyer. Jocelyn Treese with it. She's going the other way, running in transition. Gets down to the block, runs in. Oh, yep. Ran into a Jaylee Shannon who was just standing there. And they're going to call the travel on Treese. I mean, you like the aggression right there, Matt, but, you know, you got to be aware of your body, right? You got control. So.
And aware of teammates who have a better opportunity to score.
Yep, finding the open girl.
Oh.
They're going to get a foul here as Regan Fox was trying to get it across the timeline. She was hounded. They're going to get, it's going to be, it's at 21. It's going to be, Brayley Douglas Fisher. I thought they were going to get Hagemeyer on that, but they did not. So Regan Fox going to go to the free throw line here for 1-1 as the Boomers' 18th foul. Front end of it is good as it rattles in. Fox had 23 yesterday, but she's got 5 right now. She hasn't been the problem for the Boomers. It's really been Lauren Kaufman leading the way with 8. Talk about her, not even quite heating up yet in the pregame, but you don't want her to heat up against the Boomers. Second free throw for Fox is good. She's now up to 6. Blanchard leads 24-16. 4 minutes to go in this first half. Maisie Porter takes across the timeline for the Boomers. Gets cut off. Has to pick up a dribble. Now gets in left wing to Pfeiffer. She's double teamed, but she's going to dribble out of it. Now one-on-one there with Kaufman. Kaufman hounded her. Pfeiffer almost loses it. She has to go cross court over there right wing to Hagemeyer. Hagemeyer covered by Hayes. She picks up her dribble now. And we got a timeout. Coach Vetter going to take one as Giselle Hagemeyer there was caught up. So we'll take one more quick break with them. It's Boomer Basketball on Z92.
Where's my phone? Where's my internet? What happened to my church? What happened to my house? My phone, my newspaper, my internet, my church, now my house? How did this all happen?
Freedom. It's an American thing. From AmericanThing.org.
And welcome back here live on Z92. Back from the Tyler Riggs with you coming out of this timeout. Leads 23-16. In this first half, stage of the Compass Athletics Women's Classic. Inbounded here is Maisie Porter. She'll get to Hagemeyer top of the key. Now they go left wing over there to Treese. Treese is going to feed it inside for Faith O'Hanley, but it's a bit too high. Picked off and taken by Reagan Fox. She's going the other way from the lady lines. Now she'll get a right wing over there to Shannon. Back to Fox. Free throw line. They'll go to. Now kick it out to Kaufman. Now right corner is going to be Shannon with an open mid-range jumper. She can't get to go. And they're going to get Lauren Kaufman for a loose ball foul there, trying to fight Jocelyn Treese for the rebound. Good positioning there for Treese. And that's going to actually send Treese to the line because that's the Blanchard 19 foul. And this is, Matt, we talked about this a second ago. You get Blanchard in foul trouble a bit, you take advantage of some of these free throws. You got to convert right here.
Yeah, Blanchard is a pretty aggressive team, especially with all the double teams. So if we can just capitalize on playing for fouls, we could probably get there in points.
Treese makes the front end of the 1-on-1. Blanchard now leads 24-17. And Treese gets both, so cuts it back down to 6. Treese with her first 2 points of the ball game. Inbound's going to go to Fox for Blanchard, so get up there at about half court. Get over to Stormy Hayes left wing now. They get over to Fox left corner, Kaufman left corner, and now back to Fox. Now cross court to Hayes right corner. She'll dribble up to the wing. Free throw line. Oh, almost blocked right there was J.C. Adams, but they get it to Kaufman for a jumper. That's no good. Rebound taken by Shannon. She goes back up, and they're going to get Faith O'Hanley on the foul as Shannon corralled the rebound, put it back up. As Faith O'Hanley's third foul. Got to try to keep her out of foul trouble. She had that spark off the bench with 8 points yesterday. Hadn't quite got there yet. Shannon's front end of the foul is good. Or the free throw, is good. Her first point of the ball game. Blanchard now up by 7 again, 25-18. Couple dribbles here for Shannon. Second free throw's up, and that one splashes home as well. She's got 2 points now. Inbounded by Maisie Porter to Hagemeyer. Back to Porters. Porter will jog it across the timeline. She has the top of the key. Gets screened for Pfeiffer. Now goes left wing over to Treese. Treese goes to the elbow there. It's DT and Lewis. Lewis picks it up. Now goes right wing to Hagemeyer. Hagemeyer looking for a pass. Goes right corner to Pfeiffer, or to Porter. Porter's going to drive, and they're going to get DT and Lewis as they're going to say she cleared out her girl down there trying to open the lane for Maisie Porter. So an offensive foul and a turnover there for the Boomers. Lewis's first foul. Boomers 10th. It shouldn't be free throws, obviously, of course, because it's the offensive foul. Blanchard with possession, though. They'll break the press here. Hayes gets it up to Kaufman in the left corner. Now they go Fox, top the key. She'll take the three. That one's no good. Rims out. Rebound, fought for, controlled by Lewis. Gets up to Hagemeyer. She's bumped by Fox, and Reagan Fox is going to take a foul there. Bumping to Hagemeyer. That is Fox's second foul. And, boy, Matt, if you could get Reagan Fox in trouble, things could open up for the Boomers. Big time.
For sure. If Reagan Fox is out, she's a really good key defender, causing a lot of pressure on the team. And if we can just loosen up the pressure, have our girls go in with a cool head, and just suffocate them.
Hagemeyer at the line for some free throws after the foul. She gets the first one to go. Her first point of the ball game. Second free throw, pure. So Hagemeyer cashing on both. Boomers now trail by 6 again, 26-20. 2:20 go in this first half. Blanchard gets the inbounds. Get up to the half-court line. Now Hayes gets it to left
Good
corner
ball
to Kaufman.
movement.
Yeah, clean break of the press for sure. Fox now double-teamed high left corner. She's going to drive, puts an elbow into Thesley Pfeiffer. And they're going to say it's a foul on Thesley Pfeiffer, as you can hear the home crowd in the background not too happy with that one.
I thought it was going to be a charge on Blanchard.
Yeah, Fox
Reagan
came
Fox.
careening in there, but they gave the foul instead. Pfeiffer's second foul. Fox makes the front end of the foul shots there. Second one will drop as well. She's now up to 8 points. Blanchard now leads again, 28-20. Maisie Porter with possession across the timeline for the Boomers. Gets a screen from Pfeiffer, top of the key. Keeps it, now goes right wing to Hagmeyer. She's going to catch and shoot a three. That one a bit wayward, though. Rebound on the backside by Jaylee Shannon. Now Blanchard going the other way to Fox. Now it's back to Shannon across the timeline. Now they go right corner over there. Dump it inside to cutting J.C. Adams, and she's going to get fouled from the right block, and she'll go to the line for 2 free throws. You said a second ago, Matt, I mean, this ball movement right now for Blanchard breaking the press, it's tough for the Boomers, it seems like.
Yeah, it looks like Boomers are playing kind of man. So if they just played like a zone, just watched, like predicted where the ball was going to go, I feel like it could be a lot better for our defense.
Coming out is Lauren Kaufman. Now bring back in Allie Lawson. Excuse me. First free throw is no good there for Adams. Second free throw is up. That one rims out as well. Lane violation on the Boomers. So despite the miss, J.C. Adams going to get a second chance at this free throw. Fouls on Jocelyn Treese, by the way, who's second for the Boomers. Dip shoots, does Adams on the retry. That one's off as well. Skying for the board is Jocelyn Treese. She throws it almost threw it away, but a great recovery by Thesley Pfeiffer along the timeline. She's now got it at the W. They're going to try to set this up with a minute 30 left to go in the half. Boomers trail 28-20. Pfeiffer with some moves. Now she's going to attack. Gets down to the right block. Puts up a floater.
What a bucket. Solid drive.
Showing the moves is Thesley Pfeiffer. Now the inbounds, bit of pressure. They get up to the timeline, though. Does Blanchard to Stormy Hayes. Bounce passes it over to Adams. Now top the key to Shannon. Now to Carpenter. She zips inside Adams. Adams one power dribble. Gets it up over 3 Boomers off glass, and it rolls in. First points of ball game for J.C. Adams off the tough shot. Blanchard now leads 30-22. Pfeiffer has it the other way for the Boomers. Top the key. She's going to attack again. Gets the middle paint. Puts up another good one. And gets
another
back
drive. Here we go. Only 6 down.
She's taking it to him.
She really is.
17 points now for Miss Pfeiffer, and they're going to double team Hayes over across the timeline, but they're going to call a foul on the Boomers. They're going to get Treese for her third foul. They're going to say she was a bit too aggressive on that trap over there in front of the Boomer bench. My goodness, Matt. Thesley Pfeiffer, no fear, it seems like, early in this one.
Hopefully her doing that can boost the other females' morale. Just get the what's the word I'm looking for here?
Flow going.
Yeah, get the flow going.
If you got somebody leading you, just start getting a couple girls hot like you're talking about to help out and be big. First free throw is no good from Hayes. Uncharacteristic miss for her. Second one, that rims out as well. Rebound tip, controlled by Avery Edwards. 44 seconds. Boomer trails by 6 in the first half. Now they pass inside Maisie Porter. Under the basket, she can't get to go from the right block. Porter, though, gets the hands up, almost gets the pass tip, but they get to Reese Carpenter. She zips it left corner. Stormy Hayes open for 3, and that is good. You cannot lose her. Stormy Hayes, 9 points, all 3-pointers.
She 3 for 3?
3 for 3. Porter now drives aggressively quickly the other way. Makes
Here
it
we
tough.
go.
Woo, gets it to go in front of the net through contact. No foul called, but she'll get the 2.
The flow is just beginning.
Up and down they go, 10 seconds. Blanchard has possession, 32-26 they lead. They go over to Carper now, 5 seconds right wing. Top key up to Shannon. A. Redwards almost fouls but doesn't. Now Hayes lets one rip from the left wing. That's no good. Her first miss finally, and that's how we win the half in a frenetic frenzy there to end it. Blanchard will lead after the first half, 32-26 over the Boomers. We'll go ahead and take a break. We'll come back and recap that first half for you. It's Boomer Basketball on Z92.
What's undeniable?
life-saving medical care for a chance to live dignity and hope. They are and shift is floating so in the world with volunteer medical staff who complete their lives, save lives. If the hospital ship sets sail, mercy ships will double our ability to reach children and
people are called to preach and teach. I share the love of Jesus by caring for these patients.
Jesus, like you, we are putting faith
Fox. Oh, quick crossover move. Gets a good look at the lane. Can't get it to go. Gets a rebound. Puts it back up. And they're going to say Maisie Porter fouls her on the shot. Shot no good. Reagan Fox goes to the line off the second chance opportunity. Just Porter there with her third foul. And, I mean, Matt, how do you stop that? I mean, if you're Reagan Fox, she's tenacious. We know that. She does get that first free throw to go. I mean, is it just identifying her to try and put the body on? Or, I mean, what are you doing?
Honestly, I don't even know how they would go about this because she's, like, everywhere. And a defensive player, a key player in their offense. Like, I don't know where they could begin to stop her.
Tough to stop is Reagan Fox. Porter will have it now for the Boomers. Gets down to the elbow, gets cut off there on the right side. Gives it to Edwards. Edwards was into the lane, tried to get the pass to Jocelyn Treese. They got a whistle, though. Let's see what this is. They're going to say it's a loose or a foul there, a bit of a reach-in on the Lady Lions, and that's going to be on Addie Roberts. Her second foul, team first here at the half. Treese will trigger for the Boomers underneath. Now goes right corner to Avery Edwards. Edwards gets the screen from Porter, goes top of the key up there to Hagemeyer. Hagemeyer working her dribble, covered by Fox. As they're to this man look now. Coach Vetter wants a timeout to try to break down this man look as they've switched from the zone to the man look. And it's a full timeout, so we'll go ahead and take it with them. It's Blanchard on top of Boomers, 40-28. This is Boomer basketball on Z92.
High Plains Technology Center's daytime career programs prepares high school students and adults for high wage, high skill, and careers. Career education at High Plains Technology Center could be your pathway to...
Yeah, not so far.
School students can be workforce ready at graduation or earn college credit. Adults call to see if you qualify for the Next Step Scholarship or for one of the many other financial aid resources that are available. Call High Plains Tech for more information or check out all the career programs at www.hptc.edu. High Plains Technology Center, turning education and training into workplace success.
And welcome back here live on Z92. Matt Ford, Tyler Ridge with you. Court, Boomer Fieldhouse. Currently in a timeout here in the third quarter as the Lady Lions lead Woodward 40-28. A spot in the championship game here at the Compass Athletics Winter Classic on the line for tomorrow night. Matt Vetter there taking the timeout, trying to get his offense kind of set up. I mean, Boomers have had some chances here in the second half so far, just can't seem to convert. Do you think they just need to keep attacking on the aggressiveness of the paint, or do you start looking for more of an outside shot?
I think, well, if Blanchard keeps doing the double team, definitely look for an outside shot. But if they're doing zone and not like double teaming them, there's definitely an opening in the paint.
Off the inbounds here, Boomers working around, get it inside to Thesley Pfeiffer. She tries to pass it back out, though. She was cut off on the block. That's going to be a turnover for the Boomers out of the timeout. Blanchard will have possession now. Inbounding is Jaylee Shannon. It's over to Fox. Fox scores a long pass that's picked off by Jocelyn Treese. Treese gets across timeline. Now right wing to Hagemeyer. Now they'll slow it down a little bit and sit up here. Top of the key, they go to Avery Edwards. She gets a bit of a screen there. Now gets cut off, has to pick up the dribble. Hands off to Porter at the top of the key. Porter goes to the left wing. Now drives baseline left side. Gets cut off. Backing out. Still in the paint. Now goes right wing to Edwards. Edwards tees up a jumper. That's no good. Bit long. Rebound taken by Fox. That last pass up to Lauren Kaufman. Kaufman wide open. Gets off the right block. Up off glass and good. Got to watch those leak outs. That is something that Reagan Fox will utilize. She will hit whoever's leaking out. That was Lauren Kaufman there. Now Boomers have it here. Porter gets down into the paint. Puts up a tough jumper from the block. That's no good. Avery Edwards, though, with the offensive board. Will kick it back out to Giselle Hagemeyer, top of the key. First trail 42-28. Hagemeyer going to drive down into the left block. Gets cut off. Hands it back to Thesley Pfeiffer, who's cutting. Pfeiffer goes up with the shot. No good, but she is fouled. Thesley going to the line for 2 more free throws. And Matt, more of the same of what we're seeing there. Just an aggressive Thesley Pfeiffer. Now, if we just get her a little bit of help. We'll call that third foul there on Lauren Kaufman. Her third, team second. First free throw for Thesley's up, and that's no good. Off the iron. Thesley 19 points, and the Boomers 28 so far here tonight. Been putting on a clinic out there. Maisie Porter in second leading scorer with 5. Got 24, the Boomers 28. Faithful Hanley coming back into the ball game for the Boomers. Second free throw for Pfeiffer is up, and that one's good. So she'll split the pair, and that reaches that 20-point threshold, leading all the scorers in this game. Blanchard now inbounds it to Reagan Fox, and in no hurry here. She'll walk it up the court. They do lead by 13 with 3:25 to go in this third quarter. Go left wing to Stormy Hayes. Now top of the key up to Lawson. Now back to Hayes left wing. Getting work now one-on-one with Hagemeyer. Now they go top of the key up to Fox. Fox takes it in, kicks it out to Hayes. Now bouncing it down low. They go back top of the key to Fox. And now right corner Warren Kaufman. She's pump fakes, drives. Tries to bounce it over there to Adams, and that's going to roll out of bounds. And that's going to be a turnover there for Blanchard. Back to the Boomers.
Good ball work, but good thing the Boomers kept up the pressure. Got them to slip up.
Yeah. Good tight defense there. Good zone by the Boomers for sure. Porter now has it across the timeline for the Boomers. Top of the key. They go left wing over to Hagemeyer. She looks inside to O'Hanley. O'Hanley turnaround jumper. That one just a tad long. Rebound fought for her. And we're going to have a foul. It's going to be on O'Hanley. She was trying to chase her own shot there and unfortunately collided there with Reagan Fox. And that's going to be her fourth foul, fourth personal. Only the Boomers' fourth team foul. And O'Hanley going to come out there. Coach Vedder talking with her, telling the senior, hey, we know it's a tough night right now, but you got to keep your head in it. Now bring in DT and Lewis again. Boomers will get to set up their defense at least here in that zone. Fox will walk it up to the timeline. Now gets it high right wing over there to Lawson. She tries to bounce pass. Good defense, though, by Avery Edwards. Pokes away, steals it. Now floats a pass. Oh, can't find Hagemeyer. Hagemeyer saves it, but she saves it to Kaufman. Now Kaufman throws it away to Maisie Porter, and Porter will have it at half court. Now she's going to charge. Driving down the lane, open lane, gets the layup up and good. They couldn't find her in transition. Maisie Porter on the board in the second half with 2 points. 7 overall.
There we go. Avery Edwards getting another steal. In the first quarter, she had 3 tip outs into the out, and now here we go. She's picking up the pace, back up again.
Yeah, good hands for Miss Edwards for sure. Blanchard with possession. Top of the key, Fox has it. Now they'll whip it around the low left corner there to Kaufman. Now back up to Fox. She's one-on-one with Edwards. Spin move, kicks it out right corner. Lawson for 3, and that one splashes home. Boomers just a touch late on the rotation, and Allie Lawson makes them pay. And with that, it's 45-31. Blanchard on top, and we got a timeout here from Coach Schneeberger and Blanchard. So we'll go ahead and take a quick break. It's Boomer Basketball on Z92.
What's undeniable? Slippery ice any road. Can you handle winter? Make sure you get good rich with the KSI tires. If good
And welcome back here. Boomer Basketball live on Z92. Matt Ford, Tyler Richards, Blanchard leading out of this timeout. 45-31. A minute 45 to go in this third quarter. Both these teams playing for a spot in the championship game tomorrow night in the Compass Athletics Winter Classic here. Blanchard number 10 in 4A, and right now on top of the Boomers. Boomers with possession, though. Porter has the top of the key. She'll go left wing. Avery Edwards, who's got dribble, but looking for a pass. Throws up to DT and Lewis. Left elbow. Lewis can't handle it, though. Gets poked away by Jaylee Shannon. Now to Reagan Fox. Blanchard going the other way. She's double-teamed right wing. Oh, it's stolen away by Maisie Porter. Good hands there. Porter looking to run. Finds Thesley Pfeiffer in transition off the left block. Glass and good for Thesley Pfeiffer. 45-33 now. Blanchard goes quickly here the other way. It's Jaylee Shannon across the timeline, right high white ring. Now they whip it left corner over to Hayes. Now free throw line back to Shannon. She's going to drive, tries to kick out, it's tip. But corral there by Lawson. Now it's back on the floor.
Boomer ball again.
Porter comes up with it. Up to Avery Edwards. 2-on-1 with Fox. Edwards going to drive herself though. Puts it up and gets fouled. Shot no good. That one's on Reagan Fox. Fox a little frustrated. But as you mentioned right there, Matt, another steal for the Boomers. The active hands coming alive here defensively. It's going to be Reagan Fox's third foul. Third team foul of the half for Blanchard. 55 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Edwards' first free throw is up, and that one is good. Avery Edwards on the board for the first time this season. Unfortunately, couldn't get on the board, fouled out yesterday, but she's got her first point here today. 45-34. Boomers trying to cut it back to 10. Second free throw is no good. Edwards knew it wasn't good, and you saw she raced in there. It's a lane violation. Boy, isn't that frustrating, Matt, as a player, when you know it's not good on that free throw. You're like, oh, I got to get that.
Yeah, it always hurts. So you got to get your own board to make up for it.
Yep. Shannon here on the inbound as the Boomers set up the full court press. She's going to try to break it. Does get across the timeline, but boy, she ran into a triple team of Boomers there, and unfortunately, Avery Edwards, although well-intended, trying to get the steal, bumps her, and they're going to get Edwards for the foul.
No pressure on the Boomer girls. I feel like if they just maintain this pressure, keep like out-pressuring Blanchard, then Blanchard's offense will crumble.
Well, it's definitely cracking a little bit. Inbound here by Blanchard now. Stormy Hayes still have it top of the key. Guarded there by Avery Edwards. And a double dribble. So there you go. Right now, mentally, as you're saying, Matt, Blanchard not quite in it. You're sensing the momentum starting to build here for the Boomers. Can they cut it back to single digits now before the end of the third quarter? They trail 45-34, 42 seconds to go in the third. Reese Carpenter coming in now for Reagan Fox. She'll take a quick breather. Boomers will have possession. Side end over there in front of the scorer's table. It's going to be Porter hand off to Hagemeyer. Hagemeyer across the timeline. Now left wing to DT and Lewis. Now left to elbow. Goes to Porter. Porter spin move. One-on-one with Hayes. Puts it up off glass. Can't get it to go. Trying to get the rebounds. Hagemeyer gets the board. Now kicks it to Edwards. Free throw line. Now top to keep Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer going to dribble drive. Attack. Up and under. Can't get the shot to go, but she is fouled. They're attacking the Blanchard Lady Lions again. And Besley Pfeiffer going to the line for a couple more opportunities. She's got 22 and the Boomers 34 right now. That foul going to be the fourth on Lauren Kaufman, and Matt, wouldn't that be huge to get Kaufman out of the game soon?
Oh, yeah, definitely. If we get Kaufman out, just an overall reliable offensive and defensive player who's also a senior, knows the game.
Yeah.
If we can get her out, we'll be good.
Definitely will help. She will have to come sit here for a minute. First free throw for Pfeiffer was up and good. Second one on the way, and that one rattles around as well. So Besley Pfeiffer up to 24 points. The Boomers are back within single digits, 45-36.
Boomers playing high.
And pass inbounded here, and it's knocked away by DT and Lewis. They were trying to get JC Adams over there. And Matt, you mentioned the pressure a second ago. This is full court right now for the Boomers. And Blanchard started to feel the ill effects. 19 seconds left to go in the third quarter. And Coach Steenberger kind of frustrated here. She's trying to get a player out, and player wouldn't come out, but it was Allie Lawson that came out. Finally got her to come out. That's going to be Hayes triggering for Blanchard. Looking. Finally gets it into Shannon. Shannon's going to race across the timeline. Now over into the right corner. She's going to drive, puts up the shot. They're going to say she got charged right there, and it was Avery Edwards stepping in to take the charge. That's a turnover for Blanchard, and it's a second foul there for Shannon. 15th foul now for Blanchard. 13 and a half seconds left to go in the quarter. Blanchard still leads by 9, 45-36. Boomers going to have a chance here at the end of the quarter. It's going to be Porter inbounding. Now Blanchard with a little bit of full court pressure. Porter does get in to an open Avery Edwards. She'll get across the timeline. 3-on-3 right now. She goes right wing, tries to drive. Oh, falls down. A defender does in the lane. Edwards can't get the shot to go. And it's going to be out of bounds as it rattled off the rim. No good. DT and Lewis, I can't see who it was that hit the floor for Blanchard, got collided in the middle lane. No foul call. It opened up for Edwards, but she just couldn't get the chance to convert.
Yeah, JC Adams, number 23 senior, hit the ground pretty hard.
So 5 seconds here now. Shannon gets the shot off, but it's going to be no good. And that's how we're going to end the third quarter. Blanchard leads 45-36 on the Boomers. Come back. We'll have the fourth quarter for you. It should be a great finish. It's Boomer basketball on Z92.
Life option by 1807 Oklahoma Avenue and see Clint White. Medicare open in 15th.
Come through Easter seals because everybody knows us. They know that we're going to send everyone to mature. So in most cases now, they've actually found out that these are the best people to employ. The people that come here are very interested in going back to work. Come on, Easter seals. We can help.
And welcome back here to Boomer Fieldhouse Shipping Peck Court. Matt Ford, Tyler Riggs with you. game here in the third annual Compass Athletics Winter Classic. Looks like it should be Blanchard starting with possession in this fourth quarter. It will be. It's going to be Stormy Hayes. Going to be inbound it here for the Lady Lions. Boomers outscored in that quarter 13-10. They were trailed by 6 at half, trailed by 9 now entering the fourth. Inbounded by Hayes to Shannon. Shannon goes right wing up to Fox. Fox is going to drive, gets down to the block, and runs into the double team of Thesley, Pfeiffer, and Lewis. And they're going to say foul on the Boomers, though, as Fox hit the ground. And they're going to get DT and Lewis for her third foul. Tough break there for the senior. Boomers trying to argue they were planted, but to no avail there. I was sending Reagan Fox two, but nope. They're going to say no shot, so it's going to be instead of free throws for Fox, it'll just be an inbounds here. Boomers got 16 fouls now to Blanchard's 5 here as we just have begun the fourth quarter. It's going to be Stormy Hayes inbounding for the Lady Lions. She'll slap the ball and get the motion going. They'll get out to Fox right wing now. Top to key to Shannon. Left wing, it's going to be Lawson. She's picked up now. Hands it off to Fox, left wing. Top the key up to Hayes. Hayes double team now. Free throw line left to elbow to Shannon. She's going to try to dribble it around. Gets it back to Hayes, right wing. Top the key now to Fox. Boomers trying to play it tight. She dribbles in, finds an open Shannon. One power dribble. Tries to put a shot. No good. Blocked by Porter, but the rebound goes back to Blanchard. Now they get left wing out to Fox. Fox a crossover move. She'll get into the paint. Puts up a floater. That one's no good, but they're going to say she was fouled. And Matt, we talked about it earlier. Like it's very tough to guard Reagan Fox right now. True athlete. She's got that killer crossover.
Yeah, that crossover had me dazed.
Had Matt over here like, oh my goodness. I'm confused. They're going to get the foul over there on Giselle Hagemeyer for the Boomers. Her second, team 7th. Now Blanchard in the bonus. Front end of the free throw opportunities here for Fox is good. She converts on the first. Now up to 13 points for the Lady Lions, leading the team. Second one splashes through as well. Blanchard's extended the lead back to 11, 47-36. Porter with her across the timeline for the Boomers. Top the key. She'll go left wing over there to Edwards. Edwards could use the dribble, but is looking for a pass. Now throws it into DT and Lewis on the block. Lewis gets cut off, goes cross court to Porter, right corner. Pump fakes the three. She's going to drive baseline, puts up a tough layup. That can't go on the block. Rebound controlled by Blanchard. Stormy Hayes gets it to Fox. Now up to Jaylee Shannon in transition. High right wing. She'll get across the timeline. Boomers get back, pick it up. Oh, Avery Edwards slaps it off Shannon. And that's going to be an over and back because it went off Shannon there. So good job again by Avery Edwards. You know, Matt, you talked about it earlier. She hadn't really impacted the game from the point standpoint, but her defense has been present tonight.
Oh, yeah, definitely has. Gotten like 3 turnovers.
Forced at least 3. I think we're up to about 4 or 5 now. We're close to that. So extremely active. Inbound now goes to Hagemeyer for the Boomers. At the W, she's got it. She'll go right wing to DT and Lewis. Now tries to find a cut into Avery Edwards. That's off her hands a bit behind her. Turnover. Reagan Fox has it. In transition, she gets up to Roberts. Roberts tries to go across. Stolen the tip, though, by Thesley Pfeiffer. Boomers racing the other way. Don't quite have the numbers. She'll slow it up and set up the offense there. Now she'll dribble top of the key here. Tries to get a screen from Porter, but calls it off. Now goes left wing to Lewis. Now back to Porter, top of the key. Coach Vedder calling out the signals. Trying to get some motion going here to attack this zone. Now they go Lewis left baseline. She's going to drive. Kicks it out to Avery Edwards. Mid-range shot from the right side's up. That's a bit short. Rebound taken by Reagan Fox. Now Blanchard trying to go the other way. And Avery bumps her there a bit. Trying to reach in a bit too hard. And so that's going to send Reagan Fox to the free throw line as Blanchard in the bonus. Third foul there on Avery Edwards. And I mean, Matt, you like the aggressiveness by Edwards, but we saw it in the first game yesterday. Got to be careful because don't be fouling out. You can't be racking up those fouls, especially right now. You're trailing by 11. Got Blanchard in the bonus. Fox sitting up from front end, the 1-on-1. That runs out. No good. Rebounded by Maisie Porter. She'll sky forward. Races across the W. Now she's going to attack. Throws it to Faithful Hanley, or tries to. It was tipped, though, there in the lane. It's going to stay here with the Boomers. There's a swat out of bounds there by Jaylee Shannon. Eddie Roberts going to come out of the game now for the Lady Lions. That's going to bring in J.C. Adams. Brewers trail 47-36, 6:03 to go in the ball game. Porter's going to trigger underneath on inbounds, looking for somebody. Throws it right side over there to Jill Hagemeyer. It was tipped initially by Reagan Fox, and then it went off Hagemeyer's hands as well. And unfortunately, it went off Hagemeyer's hands last. That's a turnover for the Boomers. Back to Blanchard now. Stormy Hayes will inbound. She'll get it to Shannon. Boomers with a bit of a three-quarter pressure here. And Avery Edwards keeping in tow with Shannon right there, forces the double dribble. We need a stat for that, Matt. Like, it's not a steal, but it's a forced turnover.
Oh, yeah.
We need to keep track of that. That'd be nice as defensive stats. Inbounded for the Boomers is Hagemeyer. She'll flip it to Porter, who has had it at the W. Now top the key, gets a screen for Pfeiffer, dribbles it over to the left wing. Still with the dribble. Now goes right wing to Edwards. Now throws it inside to O'Hanley. She double team, spin move. O'Hanley gets it up off the glass and good for the right block. Pretty footwork there from Faith O'Hanley. Her first points of the day.
Yeah, scores over a double team. Pretty impressive.
Blanchard going quick now the other way. Left wing has Hayes. Hayes, dangerous pass there to Lawson. Almost picked off. But now to Reagan Fox. And Leslie Pfeiffer there, kind of in a rough spot. She's going to foul Fox. Pfeiffer had sold out for the steal on the pass. Had fallen down and essentially got back up and ran into Fox trying to get her footing.
It's been a series of unfortunate events.
Yes, very much so. Third foul there from Miss Pfeiffer. Boomers down to 19 fouls. Front end of the 1-on-1 for Fox is up and good. She's now up to 15 points for the Lady Lions, 48-38. And Coach Fetter, he wants a timeout real quick to talk about things as the Boomers trail by 10. So we'll go ahead and take it with them. It's Boomer Basketball on Z92.
Your family looks up to you, kinda like a hero. With the new size snow tires, long-lasting snow and ice performance, you can really be a hero anywhere. From October 4th through December 13th, get $70 off the purchase of 4 Michelin tires. They'll never know you have super products. Plus the experts at High Plains Tire. Certain
And welcome back here to Boomer Basketball on Z92. Matt Ford, Tyler Riggs with you. Blanchard currently leading the Boomers 48-38. 5:27 to go in the ball game. The Lady Lions have been in control kind of from the second quarter on here as they kind of ran out there a little bit the second quarter. Kept the Boomers at bay, and right now out of this timeout, Reagan Fox trying to complete the second free throw after the one-on-one opportunity. She hit the front end, obviously. Second free throw is up, and that one will splash home. Fox up to 16 points now. Blanchard's lead back to 11.
Fox not cracking under the pressure of the crowd.
Yeah, she's not. She's really zoned in there at the free throw line. Other way for the Boomers now. They'll try to feed it inside. Pfeiffer left wing into Faith O'Hanley. O'Hanley can't quite control it, though. She was double teamed. That's going to be off her ends, out of bounds. Turnover again for the Boomers. Inbound by Fox. She'll give it to Lawson, and Lawson immediately travels right there as the Boomers had the press on. And, you know, Matt, as you just mentioned, Reagan Fox not crumbling, but the restless Blanchard team really has not been sharp in that department. Inbounded now for the Boomers on the side out. Porter has it, top of the key. She'll go right wing to Hagemeyer. Picked up by Fox. Hagemeyer going to drive, gets cut off. Still has a dribble. Now going to try to drive again. Baseline, gets across court to Porter. Pump fake left side. She's going to drive, puts up a tough jumper, gets it to go from the left side there. Maisie Porter gets the mid-range jumper to fall. Full court pressure on here. Blanchard works up quickly to Allie Lawson across the timeline. Back to Stormy Hayes now at the W. She's double teamed. Now they go right wing high to Shannon. They try to get inside. Faith O'Hanley pokes it away. Porter has it. She's going the other way now. Doesn't have the numbers. Drives down into the right block, though. Puts up a tough shot. Cannot get it to go. Rebound on the backside by Lawson. She's got a dribble to work with. And she traveled, though, trying to escape the pressure. I mean, you can hear the crowd in the background. If anything, for the Boomers here, Matt, we've learned defensively, that was legit from day one in that Chisholm game. They're showing those defensive teeth here today.
Yeah, if we can just bring our offensive game like as well as we are to our defensive game, we will be cruising through this.
Porter will inbound it now. Leslie Pfeiffer. She'll get right elbow. Now goes top to get Edwards. Thought about the three, but she's going to drive. Now she's cut off the free throw line by Shannon. Needs some help. Trying to find somebody to pass it to, and she just throws it away, trying to hit Porter. Fox has it. Outlets up to Kaufman. Kaufman bounce pass to Hayes. Right block. Puts it up off the glass and good. And Stormy Hayes now in double figures with 11 there in the transition bucket. Blanchard leads 51-40. 4 minutes to go. Porter across the timeline. Top of the key. Gets cut off there by Kaufman. Now gets a screen, but goes left wing to Edwards. Edwards has dribble to work with, but looking for somebody to pass it to. Gets it to Hagemeyer, top of the key. Back to Edwards, left wing. Still trying to find somebody. Cross court, Maisie Porter for three in the corner. That one just a bit short. Rebound skied forward by Reagan Fox. Shot up to Jaylee Shannon in transition. Stormy Hayes, left block, up off glass. That's no good, but she gets her own board. Now top of the key back up to Fox. Dribbles in, puts up a wild shot, but she runs into Maisie Porter, and they're going to get the foul there on Porter. They're going to say Porter wouldn't quite sit there. That's unfortunate. She took a tough elbow there from Fox. As you could hear, the crowd not agreeing. Porter's fourth foul of the ball game now.
It looked like Porter was going to go in and try to take the charge, but evidently Fox didn't end up charging.
Yeah. I'm going to say Porter just couldn't quite get set, unfortunately. Fox's first free throw is up and good. She's had 5 free throws in this quarter. That's been all of her scoring in the quarter. She's up to 17 for the ball game now. Second free throw is up, and that one, around the world about 3 or 4 times and goes in. Converts both 53-40. Blanchard on top, 3:35 to go. Porter with possession for the Boomers. Right wing, hands it off to Hagemeyer. Hagemeyer, a little spin move, kicks it back out top of the key to Edmonds. Got a dribble to work with here, trying to find some room. Now goes left corner to Hagemeyer. A bit high, though, but Hagemeyer collects it. Trying to find something. They just can't get to Pfeiffer or anybody else. Now top of the key, Hagemeyer dribbles to it. Now goes right wing to Edwards inside O'Hanley one-on-one. O'Hanley turns around off the block, can't get to go, just runs out. In transition, Fox fires a pass up to Lauren Kaufman. Kaufman travels, though, trying to collect it. Reagan Fox was a bit beside herself. I mean, Matt, we're talking about her being a late passer. She is looking to just hurl it every time in transition.
Oh, yeah. That's definitely like...
We got a timeout. We'll keep it right here, though, with 3:07 to go as Blanchard leads 53-40, a 13-point lead. But, back on Fox there, she's been the difference maker as she was in day one for the Ley Lions. Up to 18 points in this game, matching essentially Thesley Pfeiffer. Although Thesley Pfeiffer now with 24. But it seems like, Matt, she's doing essentially what we were hoping kind of Pfeiffer's role would lead to, where she's getting a lot of the others involved in this transition, really flexing the muscles there.
Yeah, Pfeiffer is she's been flexing the muscles, as you say, and now all the other girls are putting on pressure, letting the Blanchard team crack and crumble in their defense or in their offense, getting all those turnovers, except for Fox, who just is staying steady.
Staying steady and leading the way. She is a senior as well. We talked about Kaufman being a pretty good junior last year and a sophomore the year before that, but Reagan Fox has really stepped up in steed here for the Blanchard team because, as we mentioned that in the pregame, they lost an all-stater in Carly Craig. Carly Craig was a phenomenal athlete for them and helped them get to another big season last season. But Fox has really stepped up right now. So out of the timeout here, Boomers will have possession. 3:07 to go. They trail by 13, 53-40, trying to get into that championship game where Guthrie awaits. Loser would face Guyman tomorrow. Porter has it high right wing here as they're trying to get the offense set up. O'Hanley trying to work on that block. Now they go to Jocelyn Treese left wing. She flips it back to Hagemeyer. Still left wing. Trying to get this motion going. Blanchard, though, not giving up anything. Top of the key now. Porter back to Hagemeyer. She'll dribble to the right wing. Trying to get to the paint. Now takes it in. Gets a shot up from the block. Thought she was going to get it, but Reagan Fox got the block on the backside there. That's swatted out of bounds. Boomers will keep possession, though. 2:39 left to go in the game as they trail by 13. It's going to be Maisie Porter triggering on the inbounds. Boomers setting up the set. She slaps the ball, and the motion goes. Oh, throws off the back of Jaylee Shannon, puts up the shot, and she is fouled. Crafty move there for Maisie Porter to get some free throws now as we'll see who they got the foul on. They got Shannon on the foul. Shannon got it thrown off her back and turned around and swatted at Porter. That's a bit of a schoolyard play right there.
That's what happens at the Thunder Court.
Yeah. Porter's first free throw is up and good. As it rolled in, Boomers now trail by 12. Going to need a good run here to end this one if they want to get back into it. They've gotten some good pressure, but just haven't quite converted on it.
Yeah, we definitely need those free throw points to stop the clock and be able to gain some points and catch up.
Porter does get the second free throw now. Full court pressure on for the Boomers. Blanchard breaks it, though. Shannon across the timeline, gets it to Hayes left wing. Fox gives her a screen as Hayes goes to the top of the key now. Now left corner over there, Lauren Kaufman. She's going to drive. She gets it up, but no good. Faith O'Hanley affected the shot. O'Hanley got the board, but she throws it away back to Jaylee Shannon, trying to get up to Avery Edwards as she was double-teamed there underneath the basket. Fox now has it top. The key goes left wing to Hayes, and Blanchard essentially going to try to just take their time here. Hayes will dribble around here by the W, picked up by Edwards. 2 minutes ago, Boomers trail by 11, 53-42. Hayes still has it. Still one-on-one with Edwards. Edwards with her step for step. Now goes over to Warren Kaufman, high left wing, or high right wing, excuse me. Now Shannon free throw line. Now left corner to Roberts. Cross court back over to Kaufman, right wing. And we got an offensive foul. They're going to get Reagan Fox as she knocked down Giselle Hagemeyer down there on the block. Hagemeyer gets up a little attitude saying, thank you. That is Reagan Fox's 4th foul. I mean, if you could force that 5th one, I know there's a little time left, but take her out of the game, as Matt's been mentioning, she's really the only one that had crumbled under the pressure. And also the free throws, right? Oh, they're going to say, yeah, it should not be free throws because it was an offensive foul. Despite Boomers being in the bonus, it definitely should be a inbound here, not free throw. So will be an inbound. Hagemeyer will get to Porter. Top the key, Porter with it. Gets the screen for Faithful Hanley. Now it goes left wing to Hagemeyer. Tries to throw it inside. Has lost Porter there. Porter was trying to set the play up, and they just threw it right to Reagan Fox. Now Fox double team. She'll throw it up to Lauren Kaufman across the timeline. Now right corner, it's Hayes. Now back to Kaufman, high right wing. Hands it off to Fox. Fox is going to drive. Kick out to Hayes. Tries to throw it inside. Swat away by Hagemeyer. Picked up by Maisie Porter. She's going the other way running. Top the key. She'll get into the left elbow. Gets cut off. Top the key to Faithful Hanley now. Hanley's going to try to drive 1-on-1. Throws it back to Hagemeyer right wing. Minute 7 to go. Boomers trail by 11. Hagemeyer now. Top the key goes to Porter. Boomers can't afford to stay here and waste time, and there's just not much open. Now back to Hagemeyer. She can't even take the 3. Fox on her. Now back to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer right mid-range. She's going to take a tough shot. That one going to bounce wildly. No good. Rebounded there by Jaylee Shannon, and Porter fouls her on the loose ball there. 49.1 seconds to go. Blanchard up by 11. And Matt, I mean, what else do you do? Boomers were trying to find something, but that Blanchard defense is just a bit too tight to get a clean look.
Yeah, I felt like Boomers held the ball on there a little longer than what should have happened.
Yeah,
the clock ran out.
Gotta know the situation for sure. So unfortunately, Maisie Porter going to foul out in this one. That was her 5th foul. She's going to finish with 11 points. First part of the bonus is up and good for Shannon, as Blanchard actually in the double bonus. 3 points for her on the day. Blanchard now leads 54-42. Second free throw is up and good as well. 45 seconds left. Boomers get across the timeline. It's Avery Edwards. They trail by 13, trying to get something. Now left corner, it's Tree. She's going to drive baseline. Gets it to the left block. Puts it up off glass and good. Good drive there by Jocelyn Treese. Her 4th points of the ball game. Now the full court pressure on. Jaylee Shannon 1-on-1 with Edwards. 27 seconds left. Boomers trail by 11. 55-44. Shannon across the timeline finally, but she carried it. Edwards. I mean, just put on a clinic right now, Matt. With, I don't think she's been out of position 1-on-1. You know, it's textbook teaching how to slide and move with the person.
It's like 5 forced turnovers.
Yes. Edwards gets it in off the inbounds. Right block. She's doing a crossover. Gets into the middle of the paint. Puts it up. They're going to say foul on the floor. She went up for the shot on Shannon. Won't matter, those. It will be free throws because the Boomers are in the bonus. 4th personal foul there now on Jaylee Shannon. Boomers with 18.1 seconds, trailing by 11, 55-44. Going to need a miracle, but trying to fight through the end here. Edwards' front end of the 1-on-1 is up, and that will roll in. Her 2nd point of the ball game. Back to a 10-point deficit. 1 dribble. Shot is up, and that one is good as well. Avery Edwards converts on both. Boomers trail by 9. Inbound here, 15 seconds. Fox has got it. She'll race across the timeline, picked up by Hagemeyer. Now Edwards steps up, and they get left wing over there. Shannon, 9 seconds, 8 seconds. I don't think the Boomers are going to foul here. They're just going to essentially let the clock go. And Blanchard going to go ahead and take this one. 2 seconds, 1 second, and that's the ball game. The Blanchard Lady Lions will advance to the championship game tomorrow night against the Guthrie Lady Jays. Woodward will fall to the 3rd place game against Guyman. So we will go ahead and take a timeout and recap this game for you in the post game and get you set up for the boys game. It's Boomer Basketball on Z92.
Gord's Travel Plaza recognizes it takes more to accomplish big things, like Plaza is more than your average gas station. We have everything from to car wash, easy food and free Wi-Fi, or drive through and keep going. North Travel Plaza is the best one-stop in Oklahoma. Everything you need while traveling. Stop and see. You'll be amazed. North Travel Plaza, Highway 270 North in Sealing.
Your family looks up to you, kinda like a hero. With excise snow tires, long-lasting snow and ice. From October 4th through December 13th, get $70 off the purchase of 4 Michelin tires. They'll never know. Plus the expert at the High Plains Tire.
Right now, poor are needing for healing and care, for life-saving medical care, for a chance to live with dignity and hope. They're waiting for Mercy Ships and you. Mercy Ships is the largest floating civilian hospital in the world, with volunteer medical staff and crew who donate their time to save lives. A state-of-the-art hospital ship sets sail. Mercy Ships will double our ability to reach children and adults who
Without the work of Mercy Ships, these patients don't have another option.
Mercy Ships is answering the call to serve suffering people who have nowhere else to turn. Together, we are going to some of the world's places and bringing a wave of hope and healing to those who are in it.
Thank you! Thank you!
To learn more about this wave of hope, go to ships.org today.
And welcome back here to Woodward Basketball Live on Z92. Tyler Riggs with you as we're wrapping up this Boomers game. The Boomers fall tonight 55-46 to the number 10 and 4A Blanchard Lady Lions. Blanchard kind of took that game over there in that second half. Let's look at these stats. Starting with Blanchard here a bit. Reagan Fox was the story for the Lady Lions. She had 23 yesterday, gets 18 in today, leading the team there. Really did some damage in the second half with 10 points. Also, you get contributions from Stormy Hayes, consistent, hit 3 threes. Also chipped in a bucket there in the fourth quarter to finish with 11. Lauren Kaufman, we spotlighted her as well in the pregame. She finishes with 10, as well as Eddie Roberts with 6. You get 5 from Allie Lawson, 4 from Jayla Shannon, and 2 there from J.C. Adams for the Lady Lions. On the Boomers side of things, in the defeat, Matt, Thesley Pfeiffer, an incredible game, 24 points. And that was in 3 quarters. Unfortunately, Blanchard was able to hold her scoreless in that fourth quarter. As you kind of tell, the game plan was, hey, we're going to take away Thesley, and you got to beat us with somebody else there.
Taking away Thesley, like, really put a stop on our scoring capabilities, but the other girls, they continued to pick up, but we didn't have like our Swiss Army knife.
Right, yeah, just couldn't get the momentum in the end. Had some good pressure, just couldn't convert. Also for the Boomers, Maisie Porter gets into the double figures with 11 points. She had fortunately fouled out today, but she was the second lead scorer for the Boomers. Jocelyn Treese had 4. Xavier Edwards with 3, and then Faith O'Hanley and Giselle Heigemeyer with a bucket apiece. As far as that second half scoring, you go 10 for each quarter for the Boomers, 10-10 there, 20 in the second half. For Blanchard there, they went 13 in the third, 10 in the fourth. Match of the Boomers, 23 in the second half. And first half, Blanchard got 32, so 32 and 23 there, just 55 for the Boomers. It was 26 and 20 first half, second half scoring there. Well, with that wrap for the girls' game, we've got the boys' game coming up here. It's the final game of day 2 in the 3rd annual Compass Athletic Winter Classic. It's the same matchup we just saw. Some Blanchard Lions on the boys' side. Currently number 14 there in 4A. They'll be taking on your Woodward Boomers, who are 1-0 coming into this one after getting the win yesterday. So we'll go ahead and take a break, and we'll come back.
the exact opposite.
You mentioned yesterday, or you mentioned about yesterday, Jesus Cano had a lot of blocks. Also, Jake Mead, very much a force down there in the paint for the Boomers.
Yeah, big men are definitely critical roles in the Boomer basketball team.
Zach Chavez now step back three from the right corner, got it to go. Oh my, a little bit of Harden action there. No, they're going to call it a long two. Still though, 10-4, Boomers lead. Blanchard going with it the other way quick as they trail. Tyler Rogers right wing, that right corner, Brock Malone for three, and that was good. And he's going to stop the bleeding a bit there. He'll cash in for three. His fifth point of the ball game. He's got 5 of the 7 for Blanchard. Now Chavez has it left wing for the Boomers. Goes to Cano now, left baseline. He's going to drive, kick it back right side to Jake Mead. Mead will drive, tries to get back to Cano, does it, rolls. Cano banging down low, left baseline, and they're going to say he traveled as he was banging against Cole Malam right there. It's going to be a turnover for the Boomers. Still, though, they lead 10-7 right here. 2:40 to go in the first quarter. This is the number 14 Blanchard team in 4A there. Full court pressure on. Jackson Lamanek double team. They're going to say double dribbled over there in the deep corner. Jesus Cano, Sam Cheap on the coverage. Matt, how about this press early on?
Oh, my gosh. The boys are just doing absolutely fantastic. Came out here with, like, high energy, continuing to put points on the board, continuing to put cracks in Blanchard's defense or offense.
Inside now, Zach Chavez. He'll kick it out. Sammy Baker in the ball game. Gets back right corner to Chavez. He drives baseline. Stops, pops up and under, and they're going to say there's a foul on Chavez. A good move for Chavez. Draws the foul. It's not a shooting foul, as they're going to say is on the floor. And that is going to be on Jackson Lamanek. First foul for the team. Nope, that's first foul of the ball game, actually. Sammy Baker going to trigger underneath the deck. Gets it to Chavez left corner. Now down to Cano. Now back to Baker left wing. Flips it back to Chavez. Oh, Chavez with a little bit of a quick crossover draws another foul. That was a nasty crossover.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I played Zach at the basketball courts at Crystal Beach, and
why would you do that to yourself?
Basically, if he's on your team, you're going to win.
You're right. Second foul quickly on Jackson Lamanek. That's a big one. First 2 fouls of the ball game go to Blanchard. They're both on Lamanek. Inbound now goes to Zach Chavez. Boomers lead 10-7, 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Sam Cheap has that at the W, setting up the offense. Now dribbles over, gives to Chavez right wing. Chavez crosses back, goes top to D to Baker. Baker going to try to drive, hops up, stops, puts up the shot from the block. It rims out, no good. Sky for the boards, Jake Mead. Second effort. He won't get the shot to go, but draws the foul, and he'll go to the line. Will Jake Mead on the effort play.
Just a bunch of explosive activity from Woodward, just always putting in the effort. There's no weak moment that somebody's not putting in 110%.
That's what it is so far, and that foul, the first on Ross Johnston. Free throw is good for Jake Mead on the first attempt, his first points of the ball game. Blanchard quickly up to 3 team fouls now here in the quarter. I say quickly, there's a minute 54 to go, so maybe not so quickly. Let's stack it up.
Blanchard is keeping up, though. It is 11-7.
Mead tees up the second free throw. That one, nothing but that. Big Mead's really gone to work trying to improve that shot motion. You could tell when he takes a free throw or a jump. Boomers now lead by 5 again, 12-7. Full court press on. They get it in here to Brian Frazier. He'll get it back to Brock Milan. He's guarded by Cano. Finally, they get it up to Frazier across the timeline. Now Cole Milan. He's going to drive left baseline and cannot. He will get fouled there on the baseline. And they're going to say it wasn't a shooting foul, so it's going to be just an imbalance here for Blanchard. First foul on Sammy Baker. First team foul for the Boomers. Triggering on the inbounds is going to be Brock Milan. Now he goes top of the key up to Frazier. Right wing over there. Now right elbow. It's Cole Milan. He's going to drive. Gets into the left block. Puts up a shot. Swatted by Jesus Cano, but there's going to be a foul. See who it's on. They're going to get Sam Cheap, who is on Cole Milan right there. So Cheap's first. And, you know, we went through it quick, but this Blanchard team likes to get into the paint. That is their focus. They're not really a three-ball team. They want to get Cole Milan and their plethora of bigs kind of going down low.
Yeah, this will definitely be a big man versus big man type of matchup.
Heavyweight fight, if you will. Cole Milan misses the first free throw. As back into the ball game for Blanchard is Keegan Graves, who's the starter, and Jackson Laminack. Second free throw for Cole Milan will go. He's on the board with the point. Sam Cheap will take the inbound. Minute 30 to go in this first quarter. Boomers lead 12-8. Cheap picked up at the W by Laminack. Now calling out traffic. Gets the screen from Jake Meade. Now he's double team. Kicks it back to Meade, top of the key. Now goes right corner to Sammy Baker. He gets cut off. Has to kick it out. Oh, it's tipped away and stolen, though, by Jackson Laminack on the pass. He's going to race the other way for the lines. Now he's going to slow it up just a bit. Goes right corner over there to Brock Milan. Now cutting. Cole Milan gets up a tough shot from the block and gets it to go on the right side. Cole Milan now with 3 points in this one. Blanchard cuts it back to 2-point deficit. Another turnover there for the Boomers. Missed shot. Rebounded there by Blanchard. Laminack's going to take it. He'll walk across the timeline. Blanchard trails by 2. 50 seconds go in the first quarter. Right wing to Brock Milan. He's going to throw it away, trying to go inside, though. Sammy Baker picks it off. He's running. Gets up to Kyle Martins into the ball game. Left wing. Baker top of the key. Throws it to Jesus Cano. Left baseline. He's double teamed. Now goes back out to Martin. Now Baker top of the key. Back to Sam Cheap. Now at the W. 30 seconds to go in this first quarter. Cheap's going to bark out some orders here. Or excuse me, that's Caden Reed, not Kyle Martin. Now Cano, right baseline, takes the jumper. That one just off, hand in the face over there was Ross Johnston. Rebound taken by Jackson Laminack. And Blanchard with 18 seconds going to walk it up the court here in the first quarter, trailing by 2, 12-10. Your right wing over to Brock Milan. He dribbles to top the key. Now goes Johnson. Johnson fires pass into Cole Milan. Cole Milan goes up on the right block. He gets just absolutely hacked a bit there and is fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. And they're going to get Jesus Cano for his first foul. Meade and Cano were there as they collided with Cole Milan. First free throw is up, and that one is good for Cole. He's up to 5 points now for Blanchard. Out of the, they've gone for 4. Not sure though. Second free throw from Milan is up, and that one's no good. It runs out. So 12-11, 5 seconds. Up quick, up to Kate Reed. He's going to take a tough 3 from the wing. That's short. Rebounded by Blanchard, and they're not going to get the shot off to end the quarter. And after the end of one, after a crazy up-and-down quarter, the Boomers lead 12-11 against the Lions. We'll go take a break. It's Boomer Basketball on Z92.
What's undeniable control? It's when you can handle heavy snow, slippery ice, and freezing rain on any road. Do you have undeniable control? Can you handle?
Okay, guys, I know there wasn't a lot of timeouts, but I got to get some breaks in, okay?
Yep.
Look to December 13th, buy 4 BF Goodrich tires and get $70 in mail rates. The experts at High Plains Tire know everything about BF Goodrich. Certain conditions apply. Visit your dealer or bfgoodrich.ca for details.
Did you get a call or message that mentioned Social Security that made you feel threatened or scared? That is not the Social Security Administration. Social Security will not threaten you, press you for personal information, or demand instant payment. Social Security does not accept payments by gift card, prepaid debit card, internet currency, or by mailing cash. Criminals use these forms of payment because they are hard to trace. Don't fall for it. Hang up, ignore them. Report this criminal activity to oig.ssa.gov.
Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
And welcome back here to Boomer Fieldhouse. Jimmy Peckport, Matt Ford, Tyler Ridge with you as we get the second quarter underway here. Blanchard will start with possession to start the second quarter. It's going to be Jack Slamenek taking the inbound. Gets it to the right wing, guarded by Caden Reed. Gets cut off there, has to kick it back out to Coblom. Now over to Keegan Graves. Graves top of the key to Brock Malam, or excuse me, not Brock Malam, Riley Langford. Now top of the key goes Tyler Rogers. Swing it back around to Jack Slamenek. He's trying to drive. Boomers cut him off, though, very well. Blanchard still working around, trying to find space. Keegan Graves going to get a screen. He's going to drive, puts up a tough layup. Can't get to go, but they're going to call Jesus Cano for the foul. Tough break there for Jesus, as Keegan Graves will go to the line for the first time here today. Jesus' second foul there. He's got 2 of the 4 for the Boomers here in this first half. First free throw, no good there for Keegan Graves. Not cashing in early. One power dribble, puts up the second one. That one does splash home, so he is on the board for the Lions, his first point. Tie ball game now, 12 all, 7:27 to go in the half as we're just underway in the second quarter. Sam Cheap across the W. Left wing goes Caden Reed. Now back to the Cheap. Right wing, Peyton Hughes is in the ball game. Top key Cheap. Working around here, trying to move. Now he gets Reed, left wing. Working against this Blanchard zone. We talked about being very stout. Bounce pass over to Cano. Now he goes cross court to Peyton Hughes for 3. Right side, gets it to go.
Beautiful ball movement by Woodward. Caden just threw that bounce pass right underneath Blanchard's defender. Getting it to Jesus, able to make it across the court to Peyton for that 3.
15-12 now, Boomers lead. Blanchard with it the other way here. Lamneck has it right wing, top of the key. Checked by Peyton Hughes. Now to Cole Milan. Now over there to Graves. Graves is going to dribble it up and give it up to Langford. Langford tries to throw it inside and tries to get Cole Milan, and they're going to say Milan swatted out of bounds there. I think it was Chavez that jumped with him right there to contest that pass inside. So it's a turnover for Blanchard. 6:34 to go and a half. There we go. Woodward leads 15-12 and with possession. Sam Cheap will jog it across the timeline. Gets it to Chavez left wing. Left corner goes to Hughes. They'll dribble it back up to the wing. Gives it back to Cheap. Now right wing to Mosley. Down to Chavez in the right side, right corner. Crossover, flips it back up to Cheap. Quick movement, left corner, Mosley for 3. That one a bit short. High rebound taken by Cole Malam. And Blanchard going the other way now. Hands off to Jackson Lamenek. He'll jog across the W there, call out some signs. Tyler Rogers flips it to the elbow to Cole Malam. He has to flip it back out there to Keegan Graves. Back over to Rogers. Top of the key, Cole Malam. That's Graves left wing. He's going to pump fake and drive. Bit of a Euro step there. Can't get to go over the tough defense of Jesus Cano. Rebound taken by Hunter Mosley. Flipped up by Cheap to Hughes. Now left corner to Zach Chavez. Top key back up to Hughes. Cheap. Now right corner over to Hunter Mosley. He's going to drive down into the block. Puts up the shot. Oh, but they're going to call him for the charge. Tough break on that one, Matt.
Yeah. Nothing you can really do about that. There's too many people in the way, not enough room to get by.
So Mosley will pick up his first foul, team 5th for Woodward. Rogers here will inbound it to Graves. Now back to Rogers. Oh, he loses the handle. Jesus Cano comes up with it, puts up the shot, can't get to go, but he gets the foul. Jesus Cano going to the line there off the aggressive press there for Woodward.
Yeah, Boomer's definitely taking advantage of that full court pressure.
Grading those turnovers, yes, sir. Keegan Graves gets his first foul of the ball game. Jesus puts up the first free throw. That one's long, no good off back iron. Coming back into the ball game for Tyler Rogers is Brock Malam there. He's got 5. He led Blanchard in the first quarter in scoring. Second free throw for Jesus, short. That one no good. Rebounded by Cole Malam. We go get over to Brock now as Brock will take across the timeline. Gets it right wing to Lamenek. Lamenek going to attack right baseline on Peyton Hughes. Gets bumped, and they're going to call the foul on the floor there on Peyton Hughes. Hughes getting his first foul. Boomers now up to 16 fouls. We're talking about Blanchard getting fouls early. It's flipped as Boomers 1 foul away from putting Blanchard in the bonus with 5:18 to go in the half. Inbound to Lamenek, right corner. Now they go left wing to Graves. Back up to Lamenek, top of the key. right wing to Brock Milan. To Cole Milan, free throw line. He's going to pull up, take a shot. That one's no good. Skying for the board, though, is Brock Milan. Kicks it back out to Laminack. Now right wing. Graves is going to take a three. That one long. Fight for the board. Again, a rebound, this time by Riley Langford, but he throws it away. Spade Hughes and Zach Chavez runs into Hughes and said, hey, give me that ball. We're good. Sam Cheap now left wing. He's going to drive. Kicks Jake Mead left baseline. Top the key goes Chavez. Going to pump fake. Take a free throw jumper. That one a bit long. Rebound. Skyform taken by Graves. Gets up to Jackson Laminack. He's racing Chavez one-on-one. Chavez tries to get the steal, but Laminack puts it up off glass and good from the right side. Jackson Laminack, his first 2 points of the ballgame. Woodward leads still 15-14. 4:25 to go in this first quarter. Waiting on these teams to take timeout. We didn't take one in the first quarter. They haven't taken one yet in the second quarter. Chavez now driving the right wing. Gets cut off. Goes to Mead, top of the key. Goes to Sam Cheap now. Sam Cheap trying to bark out some signals there. Trying to get Chavez moving. Goes to Mead, right corner. Now back to Cheap for three. That one's a bit high off the iron. No good. Skying for the board is Brock Malam. He's going to race the other way on Hunter Mosley. Gets across the timeline. Feeds up to Cole Malam. Left elbow jumper for Cole Malam. No good. Rebound backside by Keegan Graves. Now Laminack for three. Top the key. That one's wayward and off. Rebound taken by Zach Chavez. Up the court goes to Hunter Mosley. Now right corner to Hughes. Hughes going to drive. Kick back to Mosley. Bounce pass to Chavez. Fakes the three. Going to drive, and he got bumped there by Brock Malam. Zach Chavez, again, rating a foul for the Lions, with just that good decision, Matt, to either, hey, I'm going to fake the shot and drive, or you're going to hit somebody with a nasty crosser.
Yeah, try to draw the foul, get some free throws, or at least
get closer to it.
Get closer to the basket.
15 foul there for Blanchard. First on Brock Malam. Inbounded here to Sam Cheap. 3:35 to go in the second quarter. Cheap has that at the W, calling out the signals. Gets it over right wing to Kyle Martin, who's into the ball game. Jake Mead now, right corner, gets up to Cheap. Now Martin again, right wing. He's going to try to bounce into Mosley. Almost stolen away, but Mosley collects it, gets it to Cheap. Now Kyle Martin, right corner, back up Cheap, top of the key. Left wing Chavez swings it around to Mead quickly, left baseline. He's going to drive, spin, puts up a shot. He is swatted by Cole Malam right there, right at the entire way. Rebound taken by the Lions. Now Keegan Graves going the other way for Blanchard. They go right wing to Brock Malam. Gets a screen there from Johnston, top of the key. Now they go Cole Malam, left wing. He's got to pick up his dribble. Finally flips it back to Keegan Graves behind him. Now Ross Johnson, top of the key. Gets a screen to Jackson Laminack. Laminack takes a free throw jumper. That one a bit short. He's going to chase his own long rebound, though. Now bounce passes it down to Johnson. Spin move. Johnson goes up on the block. Can't get it to go. And there's going to be a foul called as him and Jake Mead collide. And maybe knock knees as Mead coming up a bit limp there. So first on Jake Mead, team seventh. Blanchard now in the bonus here, as Johnston will head to the line for some free throws. No points for Johnson yet in this one. Boomers leading 15-14, 2:45 to go in the second quarter. First free throw is long. That one's no good. So still scoreless is Johnston. Gets the ball for the second opportunity. Takes a couple power dribbles. Sits his feet. Puts that one up. That one's short. Rebound taken by Hunter Mosley. Johnston missed both. Boomers still lead. Sam Cheap with possession. Now across the timeline. Goes left wing to Hunter Mosley. Mosley looking. Goes left baseline to Mead. Mead goes cross court to Kyle Martin. Martin goes top key to Cheap. Now bounce pass is stolen away, though, by Jackson Laminack. Hunter Mosley steals it back. Gives it to Jake Mead. Power dribble. Gets in some paint. Gets the shot. But they're going to say it was a travel on Jake Mead on the power dribble. Oh, that's tough. That is tough. Substitution in there. Brock Malam coming out. And back into the ball game for the Lions is going to be Bryson Frazier. Still no timeouts in this first half. I am shocked. These guys don't want a breath. Inbound in here. Oh, full court pressure. It's tipped by Zach Chavez. Give it to Jake Mead. Turnaround spin move. There we go. Up in the lane and good. 17-14 Boomers lead now. Inbound to Laminack. Now back to Graves. Graves breaks the pressure up to Cole Malam. Right elbow. Malam back to Graves. Over to Laminack right wing. Now inside to Ross Johnson. One power dribble off the right block. Puts it up over Zach Chavez and good off glass. Johnston on the board with 2 points. With possession now. Chavez gets a bit of a fancy move there left wing. Gets it to Mead. Now top key and Hunter Mosley's going to drive. He gets
just completely swarmed.
He got absolutely hacked by about 3 or 4 Lions. Let's see who they tag the foul with here. They're going to get Ross Johnston, his second foul. Team 6, one more, and the Boomers are in the bonus. Blanchard already there as the Boomers have 17 fouls. Woodward leads 17-16 over Blanchard. 1:47 to go in the second quarter. First free throw for Mosley is up, and that's no good. Big Nash Turner coming into the ball game for the first time now. He'll take out Jake Meade. Meade going to get a breath for the first time tonight, other than the quarter break. Hunter Mosley's second free throw is up, and that one is good, so he'll split the pair. Gets on the board with a point. Inbound now here to Graves. He's double teamed. Back over to Frazier. Frazier throws away Chavez. Chavez, though, can't keep it in bounds. He was over there in front of the Blanchard bench.
Chavez keeping up this pressure. He almost got another turnover.
I mean, he just skies for these balls.
I know.
He's like watching a corner back there. And we do got a timeout finally in this first half, so we'll go ahead and take it with them. It's Boomer basketball on Z92.
Your family looks up to you, kinda like a hero. With the new Michelin XI Snow Tires long-lasting snow and ice performance and winter grip, you can truly be a hero.
Most of the spots are High Plains tires, so I can't really get in full minute ones.
Steve gets $70 off the purchase of 4 Michelin tires. They'll never know you don't have superpowers. When it comes to Michelin winter safety, trust the experts at High Plains Tire. Certain conditions apply. Visit your dealer or Michelin.ca for details.
And welcome back here. Boomer basketball live from Jimmy Peck Ford Boomer Fieldhouse. Tyler Riggs with you. Boomers lead 18-16 over the Blanchard Lions. Now this time out, Lions have possession with getting in the half. So back to Keegan Graves. He's going to run as he's got a lane from breaking the pressure. Puts up a jumper on the right block. Can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. It's poked out of bounds. We're going to say it was off the Boomer, and it'll stay here. Nash Hunter with a good defense there on the block. It's Nash Hunter, Hunter Mosley, Sam Cheap, Zach Chavez, and Kyle Martin out there for the Boomers. Inbounded here by Keegan Graves for Lions. They get top of the key now up to Frazier. Right wing over to Graves. He's going to dribble drive on Hunter Mosley, and there's going to be a whistle. They're going to say there's a foul on Mosley on the floor. Shot was up, but it's waved off. So that's 18 fouls now for the Boomers. It's going to be a 1-and-1 for Keegan Graves, and they're going to get Hunter Mosley for his second team foul. Or second personal, excuse me. Graves makes the front end of the 1-on-1. Looked like he didn't think it was going in. Man, he was backing up.
I know, he's already get the rebound.
Oh, man. One power dribble. Second free throw is up, and that one is no good, a bit short. Rebounded by Kyle Martin there. Up to Sam Cheap. Now back to Chavez across the W. Cheap left wing goes cross court to Martin. Martin's going to drive, stop. He's got cut off. Now he's going to go it's Chavez top of the key. Now flips it back to Sam Cheap. Minute 10 to go here in the first half. Left wing goes to Mosley. Now top of the key Cheap. Right wing to Kyle Martin. Now bounce pass to the elbow to Chavez. He's going to pull up mid-range and gets it to go in the paint. Zach Chavez with another jumper good. He's got 7. Lions looking to inbound. Full court pressure on. They do get into Jackson Laminack. Now he breaks the pressure up to Cole Milan. He's got an open lane. Goes left block. And he's going to get called for the charge. As who else? Nash Hunter stepping in and drawing the charge. He's fired up. Took that one. And they're going to get Cole Milan for his first team foul. The crowd getting behind Big Nash Hunter, the senior. Football star getting some important minutes here.
Yeah, he's bringing the football culture to basketball.
Yeah, taking some contact. Sam Cheap has the top of the key, goes free throw line to Zach Chavez. Now right wing to Cheap. Back to Chavez, top of the key for 3. That one just a bit off left side. Skying for the board is Frazier, and he's going to get fouled. Might get Kyle Martin here for the Boomers on the foul as Frazier skied for that rebound. Martin got a bit reachy. And, yep, they will get Martin for his first foul. That will send Blanchard to the line for a pair of free throws here, or 1-on-1, I should say. It was the Boomers' 9th team foul. 29 seconds to go in this first half. Boomers lead 20-17. Frazier at the line. Front end of the 1-on-1's up. That's a bit long, no good. Rebound, though, collected by Langford there. Right, Langford kicks it back out up to Graves. Now over to Laminack. right high wing. He's double teamed, gets it barely out to Malam. Now over there, left corner, it goes to Graves and swatted
What a
on the
block.
three-pointer. Was that Kyle Martin or Sam Cheap?
I think that was Kyle Martin with
Kyle
that block.
Martin skied for the block on the three-point attempt, and it was back off a Blanchard line, so it's possession for the Boomers. 13 seconds to go in the first half. Inbound from Hunter to Cheap. Got to go decently quick. Chavez has that to W. He's bumped, though, at the timeline, so that's a foul. Chavez looked back like, hey, I didn't step over there. I got pushed. And that's an important foul because Blanchard has now got Woodward in the bonus here with their 8th team foul. So Chavez is going to go to the line for 2 free throws with 8.5 seconds left in the first half, trying to extend this 3-point lead. We got Brock Milan there on the foul, his second. Team 8th, as mentioned. Front end of the 1-and-1 for Chavez is good. He'll earn the bonus. Chavez up to 8 points on the ball game, leading the Boomers right now in scoring. Second free throw, rolls out, no good. Collected by Langford. Now back to Frazier, 4 seconds. He's now just cross court, picked up by Chavez. Gets it over to Coleman. Got a heave one from deep. Almost went there from the left wing. That would have been an incredible make. But that is how we end the first half. The Boomers lead by 4 over Blanchard, 21-17. We'll go ahead and take a break. Come back with the Dairy Queen halftime show. It's Boomer basketball on Z92.
It's a 3-2 count, 2 outs, bottom of the ninth, and the game is on the line. Ace pitcher Johnny Never Misses on the mound. He checks the runners, gets the sign, lines up, and delivers. Oh no, it's a wild pitch. Look out! Looks like somebody needs to call Stewart's Auto Glass.
If you find yourself on the line of a fastball, call Stewart's Auto Glass for any auto glass problem. Chip and crack repair or replacement for windshields and door glass. 216-1822. Here comes the best pitch. Stewart's Auto Glass works on semi-trucks too. So don't foul out. Call Daryl from Stewart's Auto Glass at 216-1822. Stewart's Auto Glass. Back in your view, we know what to do.
Oh, he really got a hold of that one.
What's undeniable control? It's when you handle heavy snow, slippery ice, and freezing rain on any road. Do you have undeniable control? Can you handle winter? Make sure you can with BF Goodrich Winter TA KSI tires. From October 4th to December 13th, buy 4 BF Goodrich tires and get to $70 in available rates. The experts at High Plains Tire know everything about BF Goodrich. Certain conditions apply. Visit your dealer or bfgoodrich.ca for details.
Did you know that every year public school teachers spend nearly $500 of their own money on student supplies? At Donors Choose, we want students and teachers to have the tools they need for a great education. With school just around the corner, they need your help more than ever. Go to DonorsChoose.org and choose from teachers' requests that support reading, math, science, music, and more. Learn more at DonorsChoose.org. Donors Choose. Support a classroom.
Build a future.
Everyone can help keep our roads safe. When I'm making a wide turn in my bus, I'll remember to be careful. Please give me plenty of space to finish my turn before you drive ahead. Let's all plan to share the road safely. Visit www.sharetheroadsafely.gov.
And welcome back. We're at halftime here. It's the Dairy Queen halftime show for Boomer Fieldhouse. The Woodward Boomers lead the Blanchard Lions 21-17 after the top brings you the ball here. Let's look real quickly at some stats and see how we got here at this juncture at halftime. Start with the Boomers as they lead. It's Zach Chavez leading the way. He's got 8 points on the day, had 5 in the first quarter, chipped in 3 more in the second quarter. Also, you get Jesus Cano with 5 points, Jake Mead with 4. Peyton Hughes has made a 3. He's got 3, and Hunter Mosley had a free throw in that first half. Boomers went 12 points in the first quarter, 9 points there in the second quarter. On the Blanchard Lions side, leading the way for them right now, it's Brock Milam with 5 points. He had all that in the first quarter. You also get Cole Milam stepping up with 4 points. They've combined for 9 of the 17. And then you get quite a few players here. You got 4 tied at 2 for the Lions. It was Jackson Lamneck who led the Lions in scoring yesterday. He's got 2. Keegan Graves with 2. Riley Langford with 2. And Ross Johnston has chipped in a couple as well. 21-17 here at the half. Both teams going over some adjustments. We'll go ahead and take another break here at the Dairy Queen halftime show. And on the other side, get you caught up on the bracket and what to expect tomorrow in this day 3 of the 3rd annual Compass Athletics Winter Classic. It's Boomer basketball on Z92.
Your family looks up to you, kinda like a hero. With the new Michelin Excise snow tires' long-lasting snow and ice performance and winter grip, you can truly be a hero for many winters to come. From October 4th
Okay, I got you a minute and a half here, and then I'll have a minute and a half after that.
Okay.
Have superpowers. When it comes to Michelin winter safety, trust the experts at High Plains Tire. Certain conditions apply. Visit your dealer or Michelin.ca for details.
If you're worried your friend may be struggling, remember, you don't have to be there to be there.
You can say, how are you, or get a fake tattoo. You can ask with an app if it works for you. You could chat on the game, kick off your flip-flops. You can ask on your couch while you binge watch.
Reach out to a friend about their mental health. Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council, American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, and the JED Foundation.
What grows in the forest? Trees? Sure. Know what else grows in the forest? Our imagination, our sense of wonder, and our family bonds grow too. Because when we disconnect from this and connect with this, we reconnect with each other. The forest is closer than you think. Find a forest near you and start exploring at discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the United States Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Welcome back here to the Dairy Queen halftime show. Boomers leading 21-17. The Blanchard Lions right now, the number 14 and 3 Blanchard Lions. Here's some of the results from today's tournament so far. We'll start with the boys' side of the bracket. Earlier today, it was Guyman and Chisholm in a tight one. Guyman wins 57-54. Advances to the fifth place game. Altus beats Perryton 42-36. They will advance to play Guyman in the fifth place game. That sets up Chisholm and Perryton for the seventh place game. On the winner's side, it was Guthrie beating number 20 Glenpool 47-36. They will advance to the championship game tomorrow night. And then, of course, Glenpool will fall to the third place game, where both of those teams await on the winner and loser here of this one. On the girls' side, it was Altus losing to Perryton 54-44. Perryton goes to the fifth place game on the girls' side. Glenpool takes care of Chisholm 53-39. Glenpool and Perryton going at for the fifth place game. Altus and Chisholm in the seventh place game. And on the girls' side, it was the Guthrie girls beating Guyman 50-47. Guthrie now going to the championship game tomorrow night, where they will take on Blanchard, number 10 Blanchard there. Blanchard beat Woodward earlier. We had that call there, 55-46 in that one. Woodward will play Guyman in the third place game tomorrow at 4 o'clock. That quick look at the bracket, we've got about a minute and a half before we get underway here in the second half, so we'll take one more final time out here at the Dairy Queen halftime show. Come back with the second half and maybe some keys to the second half for the Boomers. It's Boomer Basketball on Z92.
What's undeniable control? It's when you can handle heavy snow, slippery ice, and freezing rain on any road. Do you have undeniable control? Can you handle winter? Make sure you can with B.F. Goodrich Winter TA KSI tires. From October 4th to December 13th, buy 4 B.F. Goodrich tires and get $70 in mail. The experts at High Plains Tire know everything about B.F. Goodrich. Certain conditions apply. Visit your dealer or bfgoodrich.ca for details. Northwest Physical Therapy and Sports Center is celebrating 10 years in business right here in Northwest Oklahoma. Offering individual hands-on treatment programs, they have the latest technology and equipment. Whether you have a minor sprain from your favorite sport, or serious work injury, an accident-related injury, or physical problems caused by age, Aaron White and his experienced staff can help. Offering services in Alva, Buffalo, Shattuck, Sealing, and Woodward. Northwest Physical Therapy and Sports Rehab, 2630 Oklahoma Avenue in Woodward, or call 256-2102.
Joe Buck and John Smoltz welcoming you back to the City Center Convenience Mart.
Heather's moment has arrived, and you just hope all that training pays off.
Heather lays down her purchase, but Randy rings it up as slowly as he can.
Uh-oh.
Yep, she's looking at the cigarettes.
There's nothing good back there.
Heather's arm is in motion, but she just grabs the gum off the counter.
That's a slick move.
Even Randy tips his cap to Heather. Stand Up to Cancer and Rally wants you to reduce your risk for cancer.
Go to takeahealthystand.org.
And welcome back here, Jimmy Beckford, Boomer Fieldhouse. Matt Ford Tyler is with you. We're getting the second half underway as the Boomers lead Blanchard 21-17 to start the second left to right now across the court, across your dial. Chavez has it right wing. Now top of the key, Sam Cheap. Left wing goes to Hunter Mosley. Back up to Cheap. He's going to dribble drive. Kick back out to Mosley, left corner now. Mosley gets cut off there by Brock Malam. Now left corner, Cheap has it. Keegan Graves on him. Jesus Cano down low. Kicks out to Jake Mead up top. Mead will dribble drive. Goes through some traffic. Can't get the shot to go, but he is fouled. And we'll start the second half by Jake Mead going to the line for some free throws. And Matt, how about Jake Mead first couple days of this tournament showing that ability as the big to take it off the dribble?
Oh, yeah. He does the dribble to a spin move.
Yeah, I had a clean one yesterday. An and one highlight, if you will. First free throw for Mead. Oh, boy, that one was high off the back iron. No good. Foul on that was on Cole Malam, his second foul. First foul for either team here in the half. Mead one dribble. Takes the second free throw. That one rims out, no good. Rebound skied forward by Keegan Graves. He'll take it across the timeline. Picked up by Hunter Mosley. Flip it over to Jackson Lamanek over there in the high right wing. Now dribbles to the top of the key. Floats it inside. Looking for Riley Langford. One pogo. Takes it up off the glass and good from the right block. Good little set play there to get Riley Langford open for two. Quickly go the Boomers the other way. Hunter Mosley gets down into the right corner. He's cut off, though, by Brock Malam. Now tries to feed it into Jesus Cano. Cano gets it, kicks it out to Mead. Top key, now Chavez, now Cheap left corner. He'll drive baseline. Up and under on the layup. Oh, just bounce out. Cano on the second chance from the left block. Gets it to go. Jesus Cano has 7 now in the ball game. Boy, I thought Cheap had that layup.
Yeah, Jesus Cano proving to be a really good player. When Mosley was caught up, he reached and got the ball, and then he got the point that Sam Cheap missed.
Now going the other way here for the Lions. It's Brock Malam, free throw line jumper. That one, boy, bounces twice, no good. Boy, good save over there. Left wing three to Graves. Lamanek saves it again. This time, though, he throws it to Jesus Cano. Saved it twice. He couldn't convert on either. In transition, Sam Cheap throws up to Hunter Mosley. Almost stolen. Mosley gets the right corner for a long two. That's no good. Rebounded by Brock Malam. Now Blanchard will take it the other way. Gets it up to Jackson Lamanek across the timeline. Boomers lead 23-19. 6 minutes to go in this third quarter. Brock Malam gets to the free throw line. This time cut off as kicked back out to Cole. Now to Jackson Lamanek, right wing. He's going to drive to the elbow. Puts up a jumper. That's off glass, off rim. No good. Rebound corralled by Sam Cheap. He's going to jog across the timeline there. Looking. Gets it to Jake Mead, top of the key. Mead going to drive, spin. Spins back. Kicks it out to Cheap. Almost got stolen left wing, but Cheap collects it. Now gets reset, top of the keys. Coach Roper communicating with his guys here. Screen there by Jesus Cano, trying to free up Chavez. He gets it right corner. Bounces it to Hunter Mosley. Mosley double team. Couldn't get back out. Stolen away by Cole Malam. Blanchard going the other way now. Gets up to Keegan Graves. Graves is going to go right corner to Brock Malam. Drives in, gets cut off. Finds Cole Malam cutting back to the free throw line. Jumper no good. A bit short. Rebounded by Jake Mead. Mead will hand off to Sam Cheap as they go their way. Tries to get to Chavez. Chavez can't handle it. Fought forward. It rolls out of bounds off of Brock Malam there. So Boomers will keep possession. Into the game. Now comes Peyton Hughes for the Boomers. Takes out Mosley. Riley Langford going to sit, and that's going to bring in Ross Johnston. Chavez will inbound to Sam Cheap. Cheap will have it at the W. Right wing to Jake Mead. Now right corner to Peyton Hughes. He'll dribble up to the right wing. Feeds it back up to Cheap. Now over to Chavez. Cross court back to Hughes. Hughes faking the three from the corner. Now that goes top of the arc to Cheap. Cheap, a nice feed. Cano down low. Cano up off glass and good from the block. Jesus Cano now has 9. 25-19. Boomers on top. Inbound here. Pressure. Graves is going to break the pressure. Get up to Cole Malam. Bounce past to Ross Johnston. That gets broken up by Zach Chavez. They're going to say it's going to go off Johnston. Boomer possession. Chavez all over the place again defensively. Quickly now, Boomers go up left wing to Chavez. Gets cut off. Now he goes attacking again after the spin move. Throws it away, though, trying to hit Jesus Cano. Graves with it. He bounce passes to Lamanek. It's stolen away by Cheap. Lamanek steals it from Cheap back to Cole Malam now. Now left wing Graves. He's going to drive, gets a lane, puts up the tough layup up over Jake Mead and gets it to go off glass from the block. And Blanchard back down by 4, 25-21. Graves has 4 points himself. Cheap with it for the Boomers. Left wing goes to Chavez. 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. They go left corner now to Peyton Hughes. Hughes gets cut off, has to pick up his dribble, gets back up to Cheap. Now right wing to Meade, swings around Chavez for three from the right corner. That one's short, no good. Gets his own long rebound, though, as Comalon goes to the ground. Cheap gets it back out to Jake Meade. Almost gets stolen away, though, by Lamanek. Now they go top of the key to Sam Cheap, and they'll reset again, do the Boomers. Left wing to Meade. Now left corner three by Hughes, and that's good. Peyton Hughes drills another three. Had a hand on the face from Brock Milan, but he'll cash in. Blanchard goes the other way quick, breaking the pressure. Comalon, left block, puts it up. Jesus Cano swats away, saves it, and throws it to Sam Cheap, who skies for it. Boomers going the other way. Chavez right wing. He goes cross court. Meade's cutting. Meade power dribble, puts it up in the lane, and gets it to go over Ross Johnson. The Bigs cashing in now for the Boomers. And a timeout by Blanchard as the Boomers all of a sudden up by 9 after a quick run. And we will go ahead and take the timeout with them. Boomers up 30-21. It's Boomer basketball on Z92.
What's undeniable control? It's when you can handle heavy snow, slippery ice, and freezing rain on any road. Do you have undeniable control? Can you handle winter? Make sure you can with BF Goodrich Winter TA KSI tires. From October 4th to December 13th, buy 4 BF Goodrich tires and get $70 in mail. The experts at High Plains Tire know everything about BF Goodrich. Certain conditions apply. Visit your dealer or bfgoodrich.ca for details.
And welcome back here to Boomer Fieldhouse. Jimmy Beckford, Matt Ford, Tyler Smith, as we're in the middle of the timeout here in the third quarter. Boomers went on a bit of a run there. Quick 5-0 puts them up 9, 30-21 over the number 14-inch 4A Blanchard Lions here. It's day 2 of the Compass Athletics Winter Classic, the third annual Compass Athletics Winter Classic. Both these teams trying to get to the championship game where the Guthrie Blue Jays await them tomorrow night. The winner of this game, that is. Out of the timeout here as Coach Word had to take, no pun intended, a word with his team to kind of get them reset. Boomer's pressure has been frenetic here in the full court. It's going to be Brock Malam inbounding for the Lions. He'll throw it in and get it in to Colson Carpenter there. And there's a foul on Sammy Baker as Carpenter got it, but Baker bumped him. Second team foul for Baker. Or second personal, first team foul for the Boomers. Brock Malam will trigger again. This time he's got an open Cole Malam. And that's going to break the press. So flip it back to Brock now. Across the timeline. Left wing goes to Jackson Lamanek. Lamanek checked by Baker. Bounce past to Malam. Free throw line. Now right corner over there to Brock Malam. Inside to Ross Johnson. Power dribble. Double team. Gets blocked by Jake Meade as he loses the handle. Baker with the board. Now Chavez takes it left wing. Tries to go left corner to Meade. Swatted but collected. Now Baker top the key. Pump fakes. Free throw line jumper. And that's a good jumper. Sammy Baker on the board after the good pump fake and mid-range jumper. Boomers now lead by 11. Inbounded now quickly by Lions. They break the pressure. Comalon bounce pass down low. Nice to Ross Johnson there on the left block. That's off glass and good. Johnston now up to 4 points. Boomers quickly the other way. Baker top the key. Goes right wing to Meade. Meade feeds it back to Baker, and they'll slow it down a little bit. Reset here and get some movement going. Baker checked right now by Brock Malam. Goes right wing to Chavez. Chavez checked by Lamanek. Chavez giving a little cross. Now goes free throw line to Meade. Meade pounds the dribble. Goes to Jesus Cano on the left baseline. Cano drives, gets cut off. Back out to Baker, left corner. Baker drives. Mid-range jumper's no good. That's rebounded by Ross Johnson. Blanchard going the other way. The feed up to Colson Carpenter. Now right corner for three. That one's a bit long by Lamanek. Rebound fought for. Finally tipped to Sammy Baker. Burmer's going the other way. Throws up to Zach Chavez. 1-on-2. Chavez gets cut off. Turnaround jumper, though, from mid-range. That's no good from the left side off back iron. Rebound skied for by Ross Johnson. Now the Lions taking it to Lamanek, and Lamanek will jog across the timeline. Goes right wing over there to Carpenter. Carpenter's going to drive, gets the lane, puts it up off glass, no good. Follow-up, though, by Ross Johnston off glass and good. Boomers pressing the tempo now here. Out of the fast break. Peyton Hughes for three from the right corner. That one's a bit short. Off iron, no good. Rebound. Hey, collected by Jesus Cano as Lamanek tried to throw it off him. Goes right wing. Hughes puts up a floater in the lane. That one's no good. Hughes gets his own board, puts up a tough layup and gets it to go. The and one. Peyton Hughes comes up flexing the muscles. Oh, my.
Yeah, Peyton just got his own rebound and just got his own and one.
Got it in the trees, Matt. Got it in the trees. He's all of what, 5'6" out there?
You know what we call that? Weight room.
Weight room, yes, sir. That's why he came up flexing those muscles. Hughes with 8 points now in the ball game. And makes the and one free throw. He's got 9. Boomers now back to a 10-point lead. 35-25, minute 13 to go in the third quarter. Zach Chavez coming out for a well-deserved rest. That brings back in Nash Hunter. He's drawn the 1 charge tonight. Been helping out there in relief. Brock Milan got an inbound here to Blanchard.
Oh, turnover.
Throws it away, but then Sam Cheap throws it back to Jackson Lamanek, and Blanchard has it going the other way. Lamanek double team, though. That has to go to Cole Milan, top of the key. He's going to drive over 2 Boomers, puts up a tough shot, can't get it to go. Rebound tipped around, saved by Peyton Hughes to Sammy Baker. Boomers going the other way. 55 seconds, third quarter. They lead by 10. Baker goes left corner to Sam Cheap. He'll drive baseline, spin move, cuts it back, up off glass. No good. Whistle. They're going to say Sam Cheap traveled with that spin move. That was a tough one. He got in deep, Matt. You see it sometimes. Guys get in deep, kind of lose where they're at, and all of a sudden the feet start moving.
Yeah, they try to, move too fast, more than they can carry the ball with.
They can see inbound here, and it gets scrappy immediately. Sam Cheap tipped it away, and tripping forward was Bryson Frazier as he was trying to collect the ball. And they're going to get a loose ball foul on Cheap for that, as he kind of tripped him up. Unintentionally, of course, but will be a foul. Second foul on Cheap, second on the Boomers in the quarter. Lam going to trigger on the inbound here for Blanchard. They trail by 10, 35-25, 45 seconds to go in the third quarter. Brock Lam will have it left wing now for Blanchard. Goes up top to Bryson Frazier. Now they feed to Cole Lam. Almost gets swatted away top the key. Back to Frazier, left corner. Goes cross court over there to Lamanek. Lamanek feeds inside to Johnson. Pump fake by Johnson on the block. Gets Jesus Cano up, and Johnson converts down low, showing the footwork. Johnson has 6 in the quarter, 8 for the ball game. Boomers have it the other way now. Sammy Baker, 20 seconds left. Oh, he gets fouled just after the W there. Bryson Frazier thought he was going to catch Baker sleeping, but instead bumps him pretty hard. Frazier's first foul, and the third team foul for Blanchard. Boomers lead by 8, 35-27. Got 19, now 18 seconds here. Frazier on the right wing. He's double teamed. Back to Cheap. They're going aggressive up top. Frazier right wing now again. He has to throw back to Cheap. That's swatted away by Bryson Frazier. So stay with the Boomers, but that takes off another 9 seconds. There's only 9 seconds left in the third quarter. Boomers can't find much space right now. Hughes inbounds it to Baker. Baker to Hughes. Back over to Cheap, left wing. Now inside to Cano. He's got to take the jumper. He does. Left side, that's no good. Baker with the rebound puts it up, and that won't fall there as the buzzer sounds for the third quarter. The Boomers will lead 35-27 over the number 14 Blanchard Lions as we head into the fourth. It's Boomer basketball on Z92.
I'm sure you have heard the phrase, you get what you pay for. Shopping for home and auto insurance is more than just finding having an agent that helps you compare and understand the coverage can be priceless. Kelly Sampson and Christy Bridges with Vice Agency have years of experience in shopping for you. Insurance companies like AAA, Progressive, Mercury, Safeco, Travelers, are just a few of the highly rated companies that the Wise Agency can provide for your home and auto coverage. Look for the AAA Insurance Office located across from Sonic at 1915 Oklahoma to compare. Let's go. Your family looks up to you, kinda like a hero. With the new Michelin Xi Snow Tires long-lasting snow and ice performance and winter grip, you can truly be a hero for many winters to come. From October 4th through December 13th, get $70 off the purchase of 4 Michelin tires. They'll never know you don't have superpowers. When it comes to Michelin winter safety, trust the experts at High Plains Tire. Certain conditions apply. Visit your dealer or Michelin.ca for details.
And welcome back here to the Fieldhouse. Jimmy Backcourt. Tyler Riggs with you. Get this fourth quarter underway as your Boomers lead the Blanchard Lions 35-27. Comes down to this fourth quarter. A spot in the championship game here in the Campus Athletics Winter Classic on the line. Blanchard will start with possession. It'll be Bryson Frazier. He'll get it over to Brock Milan. Now top of the key to Lamanek. Jackson Lamanek, that is. Right corner. Frazier's going to take a three. That one a bit long. High off the iron. High skied rebound by Jesus Cano. He'll flip it back to Sam Cheap. Boomers going the other way. Cheap top of the key. He's going to drive. Takes it up over a man. And can't get the shot to go. And they're going to say it's a charge on Sam Cheap. That's tough. Man in the lane, I believe, was Riley Langford there, the big 6'4" center just kind of sit his feet. Third foul by Cheap. Off the inbound, though. It's stolen by the Boomers. Cano with it. Turns around, puts up the shot, and that's good. Jesus Cano up to 13 points now.
It's the third or fourth time that Zach's done that.
Zach's just picking off passes like he's on the football field. Across the timeline goes Lemonek. Now they get to Cole Malone. Inside, he's going to take a mid-range jumper. That's no good. Jake Mead skies for the rebound. He'll flip it up to Zach Chavez. Gets up to now Sam Cheap left side. Back to Chavez, top of the key. Jake Mead, right wing. Now right corner goes Hunter Mosley. Mosley will drive, kick it out to Cheap left wing. Left corner goes to Mead. Mead trying to drive, spins out of it, kicks it back out to Cheap now left wing. Setting up something, trying to get Chavez, but Chavez cut, and Cheap miscommunicated there, throws it away out of bounds. Chavez saying, hey, man, gotta give me some time there. Boomers lead by 10, 37-27, 6:50 to go in the ball game. Brock Milan inbounds for the Lions. They'll get over to Bryson Frazier. He's picked up by Jesus Cano. Cano keeping the feet with him. Right wing now, Jackson Lemonek. Lemonek checked by Chavez. Has to pick up the dribble. Top of the key now. They go to Riley Langford. Now left side, Frazier. He's going to punt fake dribble. It's poked away. Scrum forward in the paint. Still tipped around. Finally, it's collected by Jake Mead. He's got it poked away from him. 2 bodies on the floor. It's collected by the Lions. And Bryson Frazier's going to drive and draw the foul down in the block. And how about that, Matt? You thought you had the ball at least 3 or 4 times for Boomers.
Yeah, every time there's a turnover, there's been like 2 or 3 other more turnovers.
It's just they keep compounding on each other. That's right. Jesus Cano, unfortunately, going to get tagged with his 3rd foul. They'll send Bryson Frazier to the line for 2 here as Blanchard trails by 10. First free throw is good as the crowd really getting into that one. Frazier was unfazed. Hunter Mosley come out of the ball game for a minute. Now bring back in Sammy Baker. It's Cano, Chavez, Cheap, Baker, and Mead. Second free throw for Frazier is good. That one rattles in. His first 2 points of the ball game. Baker quickly now up right wing to Cheap. Top the key back up to Baker. He'll back it out a little bit. Gives it to Chavez. Top of the key at the W. Chavez barking out some signals. Coach Roper showing him over there on the sideline. Screen by Cano, but to no avail. Now Chavez uses it again. Still can't get any space. Goes left wing to Sammy Baker high. Left wing. He's checked by Lemonek. Lemonek on him tough there. Good defense so far from Lemonek. Little bump. Chavez now gets the handoff. Picked up by Lemonek. Screened by Mead. Double team. Now Mead, top of the key. Pump fakes the 3. Dribbles. Kicks out. He's got Baker in the corner for 3. He got it from the right side. Sammy Baker cashes in. He's got 5 points. Good kick out there from Mr. Mead. Now on the full court pressure. Lions trying to break it. They do. Brock Milan feeds it up to Bryson Frazier. Pump fakes. Jake Mead swats him, though, on the left block. Out of bounds. It will stay with the Lions, but Jake Mead making a difference there on the break.
Yeah, our big men have really, both of them, Jesus and Jake, have really, just shown how big mans play a vital role.
Yeah, and they've had a great start to this tournament in both games. Inbounded here by the Lions. It's Frazier. He's going to drive through 4 Boomers, try to Euro step, and put up a wild shot. They're going to say there was a foul call. They're going to get Sammy Baker. I don't know how Frazier got that through 4 Boomers, but he did. Baker's going to be tagged with his 3rd foul. 5:35 to go in the game. Boomers lead 40-29. Over the number 14 and 4A Blanchard Lions. First free throw for Frazier is up, and that's good as he spins it in. All 3 of the sports now coming at the free throw line and in this 4th quarter. Couple dribbles. Eyes up the second one, and that one rolls out. Skying for the board aggressively is Mead. He'll feed it to Chavez. Chavez across the timeline, far side. Now left corner to Sammy Baker. Fakes the drive, kicks back to Chavez, high left wing. Lemonek on Chavez, goes between the legs, gets the screen from Cano. He'll lose the handle, though, as he squeezed through the double team. Now Sam Cheap comes up with it, and finally he's fouled by Bryson Frazier. It's getting a bit chippy out there, Matt.
You love to see the big man's come and help the player up.
Oh, yeah. Well, hey, if I need somebody to help me up, I think Jesus Cano and Jake Mead both have the strength, right? They're going to tag Frazier with the foul there in a second, and we got a timeout by Coach Roper, so we'll go ahead and take it with them. It's Boomer Basketball on Z92.
Your family looks up to you, kinda like a hero. With the new Michelin X-Ice Snow Tires long-lasting snow and ice performance and winter grip, you can truly be a hero for many winters to come. From October 4th through December 13th, get $70 off the purchase of 4 Michelin tires. They'll never know you don't have superpowers. When it comes to Michelin winter safety, trust the experts at High Plains Tire. Certain conditions apply. Visit your dealer or Michelin.ca for details.
And welcome back here live on Z92. It's the third annual Compass Athletics Winter Classic. It's day 2. Yeah, day 2, excuse me. Last game of the night. Last game for the boys here. It's Woodward Blanchard trying to get their spot in the championship game, where Guthrie is awaiting them tomorrow night. Right now, the Boomers in control, 40-30 over the number 14 Lions here. As we're in the middle of fourth quarter, getting ready to come out of a timeout. And Matt, we've talked about the impacts of the bigs, but what do you think of the guards tonight? Sam Cheap seems like he's more comfortable than he was yesterday, and Chavez continuing to bring what he does, both offensively and defensively.
Yeah, the guards are being very athletic with turnovers, just forcing those, and like Sam Cheap just recovering the turnovers. Like
yeah, saving a couple for sure. Cheap though across the timeline. He's checked by Frazier. Bounces it to Jake Mead. Now Sammy Baker attacks from the right baseline and gets the jumper to go. That's a tough one. Baker's got 5 points in the quarter, 7 for the game. Boomers back up by 12. Inbound now to Bryson Frazier. He's double teamed in the backcourt. Oh, he falls. He loses it. Baker has it underneath, puts it up, and gets it to go from the block. Sammy Baker a quick 4 points. And now the Boomers extended it to 14 with 4:40 to go. Inbound now to Frazier, and finally, I say finally, they got a foul called on, let's see here. That's going to be on Sammy Baker. The pressure has been relentless here, and that's just out of the timeout. 2 quick turnovers for the Lions. Fortunately, 4th foul on Sammy Baker, though. He's got to be careful not get that 5th. He's got 9 points right now. Had 4 quick ones there. Boomers lead 44-30, 4:40 to go. Inbound's going to go to Tyler Rogers for Blanchard. He's double teamed. Now he gets up to Cole Milan. Now break the press. They get up to Ross Johnson on the block. Spin move. Johnson puts up the little hook. Gets to go. Ross Johnson, his footwork has been impeccable tonight. He's got 10. Quickly go the Boomers the other way. Chavez, left wing 3 is up, and that one rims in. Heat check for Zach Chavez off the dribble. He cans it. He's got 11. Now Blanchard breaks the press again. They go quick. Down to Johnson, who's camping down the block. Swatted by Jake Mead. Johnson gets his own board, though. Swatted by Jesus Cano.
Smacked like a fly.
Oh, right you are.
Both the big men's blocked that one shot. It was kind of
demoralizing.
Demoralizing is another good word.
47-32. Boomers up by 15. Inbound.
Just blocked right off the rip.
Carpenter tries to throw it off a Boomer. Gets somehow to Cole Milan. They get up top to Jackson Lamanek. Now fed inside to Johnson. Almost stolen away. Johnson collects, though. Puts it off glass from the right block and good. Boomer's having a tough time stopping him. He is big down there. He's got 12 points. Cheap quickly races across the timeline. He gets tripped up by 2. Whoa. Wow. He got tripped up by 2 Lions, and they're going to say he traveled. I'm not usually one to question a ref's decision, but that's a bit tough. Yeah, that's a bit tough. So it's going to be Blanchard possession. 3:49 to go in the game. Boomers lead by 13, 47-34. Inbound to Ross Johnson in the backcourt. Gets up to Carpenter. Now they go to Cole Milan. He's got at the top of the key. He'll just drive down the lane, puts up the shot from the left block. Doesn't get the shot to go, but he'll draw the foul as they might be tagging Jake Mead there. Jake thought he went straight up, but not quite. Nope, they're going to get Zach Chavez, who came back into the play there. So Chavez, apparently Jake Mead was fine, but Chavez got the foul. So it's only Zach's first of the ball game. We'll send Cole Milan to the free throw line, though. He was the second lead scorer yesterday for the Lions. Been a bit quieter here today, only has 4 points. First free throw is up, and that one rims out. Blanchard has struggled at the line today, Matt. They had missed quite a few. I don't know if it would have got them closer if they made all of them, but certainly helped the Boomers extend this lead to 13.
Brian Frazier, though, whenever he was on the free throw, and he didn't crack under crowd pressure.
Yeah, he had 3 in this quarter. Second free throw is good for Milan, so he'll split the pair. Inbound now to Sammy Baker. Gets across the timeline. Now goes right corner to Jesus Cano. Cano out of a double team. Gets it to Baker. Baker power dribble. Now back to Cano. In some traffic. Baker right wing. Top the key now to Cheap as they'll relax and pull it out here. Try to get sit up, leading by 12 with 3:25 to go in the game. Little catch here between Cheap and Baker. Looking for something. And Coach Roper, he wants to take a timeout to talk about this half-court set. So 3:20 to go in the ball game. Boomers lead by 12. This is Boomer Basketball on Z92.
Your family looks up to you, kinda like a hero. With the new Michelin Xi Snow Tires long-lasting snow and ice performance and grip, you can truly be a hero for many winters to come. From October 4th through December 13th, get 7...
Well, unless I can get a couple more built, we're pretty well done
We're good?
with spots.
Okay. Cool.
When it comes to Michelin winter safety, trust the experts at High Plains Tire. Certain conditions apply. Visit your dealer or Michelin.ca for details.
And welcome back here to Boomer Fieldhouse. Doing back court, Matt Ford, Tyler Riggs with you on this Friday night. Boomers lead 47-35 over Blanchard. Blanchard number 14 and 4A here on this boys side of the Compass Athletic Winter Classic. Winner of this game goes to play Guthrie tomorrow night for the championship. The loser will play in the third place game against Glenpool. Boomers trying to close out down the stretch. And Matt, what do you think Coach Roper's there to tell him in the huddle? Took that timeout, kind of seeing the half-court set. What do you think his message was?
Honestly, I think it was just for them to catch their breath.
Yeah.
They've been performing really well tonight. They kept up the aggression from the start. They've continued to keep it down even to the fourth.
It has been a crazy pace, so yeah, maybe kind of collect their minds, if you will. Get them reset. So inbounded here. Sammy Baker's got it, right wing. He's double teamed. Now to Chavez, top the key, and they're chasing the ball handler. Sam Cheap has it left wing. He's going to drive all the way down at the baseline, put up a tough layup. It won't go. Loose ball. It's fought for, and we got a foul on the floor. Let's see who's that on. Jake Mead had skied for the rebound. I think he got fouled. He did. And it was number 12. That would be Tyler Rogers, his first. That's the 7th team foul. Or no, excuse me, 5th on Blanchard. Boomers have 7. Baker going to inbounds underneath. It's a cutting Jake Mead. Mead can't get the shot to go, but he got fouled going over 2 lines. Mead shot in there like a rocket from the wing.
Very impressive that he just leaped from there to there. I was really hoping he was going to make that.
Yeah. Thought for a second, a little bit more up, he might have been able to throw that down. Second foul quickly now on Tyler Rogers. Mead at the line. Gets that one to rattle in, and good. A little fist bump after that one, because that one looked like it was going to be a tad short, but he got it to go. Mead with 5 points now on the day. Boomers lead 48-35, 3:06 to go. Dribble. Dips his knees, puts it up, and that one a bit long. Rebound corralled there by Keegan Graves. Blanchard going the other way. Graves has his top the key. He'll attack on the right side, puts it up off glass from the block, no good. Rebound fought for Johnston with it. Power dribble over 2 Boomers in front. That one won't go. Long rebound fought for, corralled again, this time by Graves' right corner. He's going to take it into a crowd of Boomers, gets cut off. Now free throw line, Cole Milan has a jumper. That one's no good. Rebound swatted out of bounds, and they're going to say it was off Ross Johnston. The Boomers will get possession. Good defensive stand there. Blanchard, you know, Matt, we talked about in the pregame, just won the pound inside. They have not strayed away from that. You got to give them credit.
Yeah, they have definitely kept up in the paint side of things. Ross Johnson
going to work.
Being a very consistent player.
Top of the key, 3 for Zach Chavez. That one a bit long, no good. Had a hand in the face. Comalon skies for the rebound. 2:25 to go. Blanchard trying to push the tempo just a tad bit as they trail by 13. Colson Carper over there in the right wing. Now Comalon, a deep 2 from extended elbow. He gets that one to go as it'll rattle in. Comalon now 7 points. Boomers racing the other way. Chavez across the timeline. Now top the key, backs it out. Right wing to Sam Cheap. He's checked by Bryson Frazier. Spin move down to the right baseline. Puts up a tough shot. That won't go. Hand to the face. Good pressure by Frazier. Rebounded by the Lions. They're going the other way. We got a whistle. And Coach Roper wants the timeout. He wants to talk about Cheap there and say, hey, man, we don't need those shots, those type of shots. It's full timeout. We'll keep it right here, though. Boomers lead by 11, 48-37. I guess a smart timeout by Coach Roper, Matt. I mean, you're in the crunch time. Blanchard's being aggressive with that defense. They're not relenting there. There's some bumping and some banging going on, not as many whistles. So you mentioned in the last timeout, maybe Coach Roper here now trying to get his guys collected, a breather, and then maybe get their minds right, you think, saying, hey, got to keep things simple.
Yeah, this whole game has been really fast-paced, so I can only imagine the players' mind. Like, they're trying to keep up that fast pace, but right now we're in the lead, and we can just run down the clock.
Right, and you got to be patient. And you talk with these guys, you play with these guys, not necessarily on the court, but just, you interact with them. I mean, how tough is it from an athlete's perspective and hearing their experience about it, saying, okay, you're stop-start, all of a sudden, when you're at the end of the game, how is it to try to kind of slow down your mind a bit? How tough is that?
It's pretty tough. Like, if from starting from that and then, like, you're continuing to, like, do that throughout the whole game, like, that's your mindset coming into this is, like, to be aggressive and
gotta go.
Yeah, to be told to be less aggressive.
It's tough. It's tough to slow down. Remember, there's only one timeout taken in the course of play in that first half. So, speaks to the pace of this game. Both coaches letting their teams run a bit. Out of the timeout now, minute 55 to go. Boomers up by 11. Blanchard with possession. Stacks the Laminack. He's checked by Jesus Cano out here. Throws a pass inside. It's Riley Langford. Takes a mid-range jumper from the right side. No good. Rebound fought for. Skied was Cole Malam. We got a loose ball foul. And they're going to get it on Jake Mead, I think.
Crowd's not happy with that.
They're going to get it on Jesus Cano. Yeah, crowd definitely not liking that one. Both guys went up pretty strong. So Cano gets his fourth foul. That will send Cole Malam to the line here. This is the Boomers' 8th team foul, 1-and-1. Front end of it. Cole Malam cashes in on it. So he will earn the bonus. Malam now up to 8 points in the ball game, 4 in this quarter. Second free throw splashes as well. Blanchard's cut back to single digits, 48-39, minute 40 to go. Inbounded Sammy Baker. They break the press to Zach Chavez. Now left wing to Cheap. Back to Chavez. Gets cut off. And they're going to say there's a push there on Bryson Frazier. He's been aggressive out there at the top of the key, but I mean, I guess you got to when you're trailing, right? You got to be aggressive, try to force something. That time, a bit too much. His third foul. That will send Zach Chavez to the line for a 1-and-1. Front end of the 1-and-1 pure for Mr. Chavez. Nothing but net. He's got 12 points on the night now. Second free throw is good as well. Chavez with 13 now on the night, leading the Boomers. We got a timeout here, this time by Coach Word, and we'll go ahead and keep it right here. Boomers now extend the lead back to 11, 50-39, down in crunch time. And, Matt, we talked about Blanchard not straying from their mantra, if you will. Let's get the ball inside, but when you're down 11, as time's running out, you got to start not trading buckets, right? I mean, you got to think they got to start going for some three-point shots. The problem is they don't really have that shooter. I mean, Laminack did his damage yesterday at the free throw line. They're bigs, Langford, Malam, not really guys that like to get outside the paint. So if you're the Boomers here, are you essentially still packing the paint and daring them to shoot, or are you a little wary maybe of the three-point shot?
Yeah, being behind, like as you said, like they're trying to play the paint, but like our players are realizing that. Like earlier we had Zeus and Jake block the same shot, which was kind of like amazing. I've never seen that before.
The back-to-back swats on Ross Johnson, but I mean, Boomers have packed the paint very well tonight. Knew that was going to be an important part of it with Blanchard's attack. And for the most part, Cano and Meade have done well to stay out of foul trouble, stay on the court. Inbound here for Blanchard as they trail. Jackson has possession. Gets the top of the key now inside to Cole Malam. And he's going to put up a little mid-range jumper. Gets that to splash. Cole Malam comes strong here in the fourth quarter. Boomers get it up the court. Dangerous pass, but Cano takes it. Now they got Sammy Baker double teamed right here, right wing. They're wanting the foul. They're not getting it. Finally, Blanchard does foul Baker as he goes careening back to the corner. Crowd not very happy with it, but I mean, hey, Baker's rewarded. He'll get his free throws here. Team 8th foul for Blanchard. It is the first foul over there on Riley Langford. Baker at the line as the Boomers lead by 9, trying to extend this back to double digits. Front end of the 1-on-1. Oh, just rolls out. It was off the front of the iron and out the side. Rebound by Cole Malam. Blanchard goes up quick. They go to Frazier. Now top of the key to Carpenter. Right wing to Laminack. Laminack down to Cole Malam. Top of the key now to Carpenter. He's going to drive, kick it corner. Frazier's going to take a three from the left side. That splashes. Zach Chavez just a hair late to get to that one.
Maybe there's their shooter.
Maybe so. Maybe Frazier is that shooter. 50-44, 6-point lead now for the Boomers. 40 seconds left, and Blanchard going to foul Sam Cheap, send him to the line as they're trying to save as much time as they can. Boomers couldn't cash in on the one-on-one earlier. Frazier has his 4th personal foul. Blanchard's 9th team foul, so they still have the foul to go before the Boomers are guaranteed 2 free throws. It's mass substitutions now for the Lions as Frazier, Carpenter, and Langford sit. Graves Johnston back in, as well as Brock Malam. Front end of the 1-on-1, no good for Sam Cheap, and a rebound by Zach Chavez. He's going to pull it out smartly. 38 seconds left. Blanchard has the pressure him. Now they're bumped him. They got him trapped at the W. They strip it away. Cole Malam, he gets it up. He throws it to Sam Cheap. Cheap throws it up in transition to Chavez. Chavez pump fake, stopped at the block, step back, puts it up and good. Hand in the air, a little dirt for him. Zach Chavez with 15 now. Quickly go Blanchard the other way. 15 seconds as they trail by 8. Right corner goes to Lamanek. He goes left wing to Brock Malam. Hits the 3. My goodness. That's good. Off the inbounds. Boomers turn it over. Malam puts up a mid-range jumper. That won't go. And that's it. We're out of time. Frenetic pace there is at the Boomers, though. Gonna hold on for a 52-47 win. They will advance to the championship game tomorrow night, where they will play Guthrie in the 8:30 game there. Coach Roper gets a second career win and starts out 2-0. And the Boomer boys got that one out. We'll
Definitely
go ahead.
A very exciting game to watch.
Very exciting back-and-forth game for sure. We got to catch our breath, so we'll take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll have some post-game recap for you and get you set up for tomorrow. It's Boomer Basketball on Z92.
What's undeniable control? It's when you can handle heavy snow, slippery ice, and freezing rain on any road. Do you have undeniable control? Can you handle?
All right, I got you 2 minutes, and then we can do a minute for the second one and get